All right, look, PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same app. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue au Speakeasy. Come on now, un podcast de sport raffiné animé par les meilleurs experts du genre. Je m'appelle Carebear, Kieran Hickey Simple, tout simplement. And I'm joined here today with two gentlemen who played American Ligue de National Football at the highest level. One of them being my boss, Emmanuel Acho in the building. How are we doing today, Acho?
Yo, je m'appelle Emmanuel.
Oh, okay. Sebastian, Chile, come on now.
Oh my God, this is some
Come
bullshit.
on now.
Yo, what's up, beautiful people? Welcome to the Speakeasy. If it's your first time tuning in, this is what we do. We kick it for 2 hours, hopefully make you laugh, make you smile, but most importantly, we want to make you feel something. It may have been a great start to your week, it may have been a terrible start to your week, but either way, consider us your online family here for the next 90 minutes, 2 hours, and it's just here for a good time. We're gonna laugh a little bit, pour yourself up a drink, and also, if we've done anything for y'all, would mean everything to us if y'all hit the subscribe button, then hit that like button. It pushes us further into the algorithm so more people can watch this content. Congratulations for being here. Carebear, turn me up.
Look, also joining us here in the Speakeasy, one of Europe's biggest fans. He loves football, and he's admitted even that soccer players are just as athletic, if not even more talented, skilled, and as athletic than American football players. LeSean Shady McCoy in the building. How are we doing today?
I get back. He's doing more lies. Suppose he's working out. He's not working out.
Oh,
right?
wow.
It's Zipic now. I'm playing. But real quick, I come back.
Yeah.
Now y'all all from France, huh?
I mean, je m'appelle
You talking France? Karen got these tight ass French clothes on, dog. You from America, man? Wear stuff that you can fit. All right. Y'all is getting crazy here, man. Where I come back to?
Oh, man.
Come on now. Also joining us here in the Speakeasy is a man who is unfortunately giving the internet a little bit too much content this week and a little bit too much of an insight into his personal life. But you know, he's a good dude. A father, soon to be father ×2, and the head of socials here at the Speakeasy. Very soon about to be a father ×2. Social Trey in the building. How we doing today, Trey?
Listen, man, feeling good, feeling great. It's good to have LeSean Shady McCoy back in the building. The OG squad is back together. Let's have a great freaking show.
You're right. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
We've had a couple TJs in here.
A couple different TJs.
TJs.
Yeah.
Right,
We had TJ Sunday, Monday. Yeah.
You're right. The OGs is back.
OGs is back, man. It's good to have you back, Shady.
Look, we have a loaded show for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get started talking about the biggest news of the day. You hear me? The biggest news of the day.
You did something?
The World Cup. I mean, yeah, I am just the biggest in every way. The biggest, the largest. Been stepping on shit, since I was in them apartments. Look, France got a victory today over Sweden. 3-0 as they advanced to the round of 16, and they looked absolutely incredible. Kylian Mbappé netting a brace. That means 2 goals for you, Shady. 2 goals, man. A brace. That's what they call it. Also, Kylian Mbappé became the first player in World Cup history to score 10 goals in the knockout stage in only his 3rd World Cup. He passed Brazilian Ronaldo and Leonidas, 2 of the best, players of all time, World Cup winners as well. He's writing an incredible World Cup legacy, and also cemented his spot as the #2 goal scorer in World Cup history. 18 goals in 18 games in the World Cup, only trailing Lionel Messi. And this is going to be a battle for the Golden Boot moving forward. Messi at 19 in 29 games. Messi in his 6th World Cup. Mbappe in his 3rd. Fellas, what a performance from Kylian Mbappe and France today. They have by far and away the most talented team I think I've ever seen. Who's been more impressive in your opinion?
It's not a conversation. Mbappé will go down as the greatest World Cup performer we have ever seen. We can debate greatest soccer player ever. That's a conversation for another time. But the greatest World Cup performer we have ever seen, I believe Kylian Mbappé will sit atop the throne. For those that are less familiar, I would suggest that Mbappé is the combination of Russell Westbrook meets Steph Curry. He's that hybrid. He has the elite athleticism of the greatest of soccer players. The elite athleticism, hence why I said of Russell Westbrook. But he has the skill. He has the touch. He has the elite ball control simultaneously with the elite ball placement of a Stephen Curry, who quite literally has the ability to score from any distance. Kylian Mbappé is a sci-fi created character type of individual, and the performance he put on today was an absolutely relentless, overwhelming juggernaut of a performance where he was asking Sweden all of the questions of which they had no answers. What we saw from Mbappé, if you are a casual soccer fan, a novice, or if you are the most seasoned of experts, was something that was tantalizing to the eyes. I believe that it won't be a conversation long term who the greatest World Cup performer is.
I want to ask, because you guys are like teaching right now, especially me. So is Messi like Jordan and is it Mbappé? What's his name?
Kylian Mbappé.
Is he like LeBron?
I'll give you a football one.
Go for it.
Lionel Messi is Tom Brady. Kylian Mbappé is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
That's the most even way to kind of put it as it is right now.
Because younger, but has the ability to very quickly surpass.
Yes.
Mahomes, had he pulled off that three-peat versus the Philadelphia Eagles, he would have gotten to 4 before Tom had gotten to 4.
I'll tell you, it's actually kind of right there. If Patrick Mahomes, D Ford wasn't lined up off sides and they were able to beat the Patriots in that 2018, I believe it was AFC
Playoff
Championship, and they go on to win the championship, that would be the equivalent of what Kylian Mbappé did in the 2018 World Cup. He beat Argentina in the quarters, ended up going on to win the championship, or win the World Cup. And then he ended up playing Messi in 2022 in the final and then fell short. So they're kind of 1-1 right now in terms of World Cups. Messi got eliminated in 2018 by Kylian Mbappé. Mbappé lost in the final to Messi in 2022. And I think it's a crazy situation now because Kylian Mbappé, outside of his World Cup success, he should be viewed as the best player in the world right now. He should be viewed as the greatest player of this generation, honestly. That's the level of talent that he's had. But he's been trophyless his last 2 seasons at Real Madrid, and the club success hasn't been as well, as good as the international success has been. But when you're looking at him and Messi, what Messi's doing right now at 38 years old, able to match the scoring output of Mbappe, who is just unstoppable in that France shirt, it's been incredible to watch. And I think this is a Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes type situation where it's going to take a lot for Mbappe to actually catch Messi. But he could be doing the biggest one this year if they're able to go win a World Cup. And he has 2 World Cups at 27 years old. It's something we've never seen before.
So that ultimately 2-5, if you wanted to simplify it, would be the simplest way you could break it down. You know what I mean? But I guess it comes down to, do you value Messi doing it because of the age? Like, does doing greatness older, is that more impressive than just doing greatness? You know what I mean? Like, you're somebody who was with Tom Brady when he won his last championship.
Yeah, I mean,
and you was with Pat when Pat won his championship.
I want to be fair and honest to the people, right? So, you know what I mean? I never seen this guy kick the ball. Yeah, you know what I mean? But I heard he's one of the best kickball players of all time. And I love that. I love that.
Yes.
France, right?
France, yeah. Loaded.
Killer.
Absolutely loaded.
You know what's...
But real quick, obviously you're a fan. Can we get any bigger France shirts? Though?
No, absolutely not. No.
Like, I get it, though. I'm on for the World Cup. You gotta get a bigger shirt.
This is you know what I mean? My muscles is kind of bulging out of this one right now. You know, it's just I've been hitting the buys a little bit more. But yeah, no, it's a tight shirt. It's a very tight shirt.
The only thing back to me with Messi, Messi's had a wildly impressive World Cup. But there have been some goals, like the goal he scored, I think, off the free kick. His last one, when he entered, it's like the 59-minute mark of the last game. They obviously didn't need to win it, group stage. There came a point where you're starting to look at the goalie like, that was the best effort. You ain't even dive at that ball.
Yeah.
Like if this Malik Beasley situation hadn't popped off, I'd be like, are y'all point shaving? Like, what the hell is really good? Whereas Mbappe, what we saw from him today, it was resilient too, Kieran, because remember, dude missed off the bar, his first
missed off the crossbar on his first shot. He had the second one that he ended up actually making got taken away, and he still went out there and gave you 2 goals. So yeah, it's just he's arguably one of the greatest talents we've ever seen.
That's what it sounds like.
And he's ridiculous. And he's also on a team that's comparable, Shady, to the 2017 Warriors. They actually might be better.
Yeah,
they might be better. They might actually. I will say they are better. Right now,
Stop.
Let me look. They're better than the 2017 Warriors.
Why can't you just give them their credit?
Because they are.
I know what I'm saying. Give them their credit. Why not bring the Warriors not like Kevin Durant?
Because they're better. Because they're better. They have Ousmane Dembele, the reigning Ballon d'Or champion. That's the MVP, essentially. They also have Michael Olise, who's probably going to win a Ballon d'Or this year if France goes on to win this. They also have Kylian Mbappé, who might be the best player in the world as well. That's more. I'm sorry. That's a better acquisition of talent than what the 2017 Warriors had.
You agree with that, Acho? Kevin Durant.
The only reason I can't say yet is because we know the careers of the other ones. Meaning this: Steph Curry, top 12 player of all time. Mm-hmm. Kevin Durant, top 12 player of all time.
Okay.
Draymond Green,
one of the greatest defenders of all time.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then Klay Thompson, top 5 shooter of all time. Mm-hmm. The individuals you're referencing, I think they will land there.
Do y'all know the coach's names?
But they're just so young. Because you're talking about, we'll win the Ballon d'Or, we'll win this, we'll win that. Remember, at the point in time in which the Warriors had united, KD had an MVP. Mm-hmm. Steph had 2 MVPs. Splash Brothers had already set the records for the most three-pointers made in a season. And Draymond Green was already a first-team all-defensive player. And I think he also had a Defensive Player of the Year.
That's right.
What the individuals you're saying, I think, will end up or could end up better. But you already got 2 MVPs amongst the other 2.
What France has the equivalent of right now, what they have the equivalent of is they have LeBron James, they have Stephen Curry, they have Klay Thompson, they have Draymond Green. And on the bench, they have Anthony Edwards.
But
I'm telling like they're the most loaded team. They're going to run away with this tournament. I actually think it's over.
What's the MVP in this soccer?
It's a golden ball.
Mm-hmm. All right, so how many golden balls they have on the team?
Mbappe had a golden. I think he got. Did he get a golden boot?
You don't know.
He got it. No, he got it last tournament, right?
He got to know this.
Yeah. No, but they also have a Ballon d'Or.
So does it? Hold up. MVP or not? Does he have one?
Yeah.
Oh, he has one.
No. Dembele has one. His teammate has one. He doesn't even have one yet. So he's better.
Wait, time out.
Soccer is different, Shady. It's different.
But that's
you need to put together a crazy seat like your team has to do.
The reason Kieran, I got to push back on what you're saying is in soccer, having an incredible dude off the bench, having Ant-Man off the bench in reality is in basketball that's asinine. He could play.
You got to win if he's on the bench.
He could play 80% of the game. In soccer, somebody coming off the bench isn't going to play 75 minutes of the 90. You feel me? Whereas Ant-Man, if he were coming off the proverbial bench, he could play 32 minutes
but they
legitimately of 48.
They have a rotation. Ryan Shirky, who's one of the best players in the entire Premier League, the best player on Manchester City, finished second in the Premier League, won Premier League a couple of years ago. They have Desiree Doué, who at 19 years old in the Champions League, which is the Super Bowl of soccer, went out there and gave you a brace and an assist.
Yeah.
Absolutely dominated the Champions League final at 19 years old. They have those 2 guys coming off the bench. They're starting Bradley Barcola, who's also on the Champions League back-to-back winning team at PSG. Dembele, who's fresh off of a Ballon d'Or and another Champions League. Kylian Mbappé, who's the best player in the world. But they have so much talent.
But here's the problem is, Kylian Mbappé being the best player in the world is debatable because Messi still exists. And we've already seen Messi put up 6 goals in 2 1/3 of a game.
In the two games that I saw Messi and Mbappe both on the field together, Mbappe was a better player.
Wait, so
that's fair.
Does he have MVP? I'm just curious.
It's just not apples to apples.
Yeah.
Because NBA is the league.
But I'm saying, the most valuable player in the whole league, did he get that? Or
yes.
Yeah, I think he would. Yeah.
No, he was the La Liga player.
So one of them. Yes. One of them has one of them.
He has one of them.
Oh wow.
Mbappe's him.
Messi, he has. I'm sure he has way more.
Messi's
38.
Yeah, Messi's goated. Mbappe's him. I just think, Kieran, what you're devaluing is Kevin Durant and Steph Curry in their prime simultaneously.
And then
that's the only thing I think.
I just like, and I'm not trying to, dim light on the soccer stuff because I know you guys are big on it.
Him. Yeah.
I don't know much about Mbappe, so I'm not going to say he's him because I don't know that. that. But they just beat Sweden.
Yeah, beat the crap out of Sweden.
Beat the brakes.
Y'all know any superstars from there? Athletes from there?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic was there at one point.
Who's that?
No, they're not the strongest squad. Right
All I'm saying, because y'all doing a lot of bragging on how great this guy is. I mean, sweet, I don't even know that many great athletes.
No. But
Not even like professionals, just athletes in general. I don't.
No, I don't. This,
Right, come
this
on,
is,
man.
it's more so
Just be
how
bragging.
it's more so how dominant they've looked. Kind of like that 2017 Warriors team when you roll through the first round and you go 4-0. And then you roll through the second round and you 4-0. Obviously, you weren't playing the Cavs at that
thing
point.
is, I'm starting.
Are y'all applauding a fish for swimming though? That's
Yes.
what it's.
A
That's
little
what it's.
bit.
That's what it
Right?
It's the
sounded
greatest
like.
fish I've ever seen. So yes,
and Trey,
I'm applauding
I'm
the
getting
fish.
to that point because I'm
But it's
sitting there
just
like,
swimming though.
like, bro,
It's,
You ain't never been to SeaWorld?
the way that
haven't,
fish
no. I've
swims
never
is
been to
completely different than any other fish you've ever
it's
seen.
just different because
It's way
like,
faster. It's a sailfish zooming through that thing. You've never seen a fish like that before.
I'll say this though. So this weekend though, I actually took some time out and watched kickball. I watched it though.
Okay.
I had a drink, right?
Yeah.
And we had a great time. The people I was with, they're into soccer, kind of, because they're everybody's kind of into it now in America. But anyway, and I'm just looking at the talent. My new favorite team is Colombia.
Yep.
I was in Miami.
Colombia cold.
It was 1 million Colombian fans. I'm like, damn, they really rolling for their country. Okay, so now it's another thing. Is like sometimes with America, like, oh, I love my Yankees or I love my Sixers. Like,
Yep.
that's a city, dude. They're going for a whole country. So cool. As I'm watching the game, I'm sitting there like, dude, every team want to get one or two brothers, and these ain't brothers from America. These is
That's facts.
black individuals. It's different.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting like, bro, if I hate to go back to it, but watching it for real, I'm just like, yo, if young brothers want to play this game, we're gonna be faster, quicker, stronger, the whole nine. It won't be close. I'm not saying I didn't see any athletes. I'm just saying like this shit didn't look that hard to me.
Well, Shady-
it didn't look that hard though, bro.
Shady, to support your point, I think France is probably the closest thing you would see to if America did put their best athletes out there. France is ridiculously athletic, ridiculously skilled.
And France,
and I'm
folks,
telling
is
you,
not us.
And I agree.
They are
I
not
agree with
us.
that. I think that's really what the United States, if the best athletes in soccer was
So
our
now,
number one sport,
now
would
you
look
agree.
like.
Oh, now you agree with me now.
I've been saying that though.
You've been against me the whole time.
I've been saying that. You
Oh
just can't
my
listen. I've been
God,
saying
bro.
that.
Okay.
I've been agreeing with that.
Okay, all right.
That's
Cool.
crazy.
Well, thanks for agreeing with me.
No, yeah, I hear you. It's just the
We're on the same
discrediting
page. I
Messi
love
part.
that.
No, we not.
We on the same page.
You said
And
that we
here,
would definitely have
it's
a player better
always
than
like me
Messi.
against all of y'all all the time, especially now this year. This year's been real bad.
It's been crazy.
What? But anyway, real quick.
Yep.
Watching the Colombian Cats, because that's my favorite team now. Like, okay,
Now, why are they your favorite team? What about Colombia moves you?
Yeah.
I love how they were all for their country. It was 1 million of them out there.
Was
I
it the
like,
fans or was
Miami.
it the
But like,
that-
but
I
you
said-
got the Mexicans here that do that in LA.
No, but you
true.
got
Why not cheer for them?
As an athlete's point of view, right? Something that
I can't relate to.
That's
at
right.
all. Just like
him either.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, when you're a player and you see a team riding for you like that,
Yeah.
you love that.
Yeah.
That's what I
Oh,
love.
okay.
But when I
Okay.
watch, I'm like, yo, these guys ain't super talented. They're not super athletic. They're good.
Yeah.
The other team they play, I'm like, these guys ain't super athletic or super talented. That's how I know I'm not tripping.
Oh, okay.
That's how he knows.
Yeah,
That's how he
because
knows.
from an athlete perspective, he just spoke on behalf of the fans.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah, that's cool. I'm with you.
No,
I'm on the same
talking
page.
about when I watched the game and I watched the players, they didn't seem that like super talented, super fast, super quick, super
Yeah, yeah,
twitchy.
yeah.
They didn't see like that.
France
But that's 'cause
twitchy.
it's not
Mbappe
enough brothers
twitchy.
out there.
Mbappe twitchy.
Mbappe's
is-
super twitchy.
We
Because
couldn't
he's
watch his
black.
next
It's
France
because
game.
Mbappe's
Yeah.
black.
We
Hey,
couldn't
real
watch his
quick,
next France
like
game.
LeBron, right?
Yeah.
There be arguments about LeBron James if he could play football. That's bro. Other countries can't do that.
Mbappe could play. Mbappe could play football.
Mbappe's
Oh,
a
Mbappe
crazy
could play,
athlete.
play where for
No,
who,
DB.
Who do he play for?
Mbappe's an athlete.
Mbappe's
bro.
an athlete. Yeah.
If he
No,
trained
wouldn't.
it,
No, he
Mbappe's a
wouldn't.
real
I don't know
athlete.
who he wouldn't do it. Like Iverson could play all type of sport. I'm not gonna
Mbappe
talk
is
this though.
athlete,
Mbappe, yeah.
athlete, though.
Mbappe's
No, I mean,
different.
I'm talking like brothers from America though.
Yeah. Like Mbappe out there touching 23, 24 miles an hour running. Like he
With
can
ease.
fly.
What is that? It's a lot of fast people in the world. What the
Yeah,
what's that
what is
mean?
it?
No, I know.
What-
But he's also coordinated.
And
though.
changing
He's
directions,
coordinated. He
though.
got good footwork.
What?
He can stop, start on a dime. He can take off.
Yeah.
He can do a lot of stuff.
Can he handle Derrick Henry coming down the field?
I mean,
and
no,
and
I don't
trucking
know.
him? Like, that's totally
Earl
different.
Thomas couldn't.
That's
But
totally
wait,
different,
Earl
bro.
Thomas couldn't.
I mean,
He-
but just say he could just
he
step
a
on the
cover guy,
field
he
is
could cover
crazy.
NFL.
No, he couldn't just step on the field.
No, I'm saying
he would need
I'm-
to train
I'm
from
saying,
a kid.
I'm-
But he has the athleticism too.
hell no. But LeBron couldn't just step on a soccer. On a soccer pitch. and
But
he'd get
LeBron
embarrassed.
could just step on a football field. To Shady's, I don't know if Shady was saying that, but I'll say
Hell
that.
no.
LeBron could absolutely
there was a
Right now, or
no.
what, in his prime?
at 18. If he wanted, if
You
he said,
see-
"Yo, I'll
he
come
was
back
a top-
to,
he
I'll
was a
come back
top
to the
player.
NBA."
He was
No,
not
at
play football.
18, sure.
Cool, yeah.
But
But
he grew up and got acclimated to
in high
it.
school.
Yeah.
But I'm saying though, this Mbappe guy, y'all keep trying to. How big is he?
Think 6 feet, huh?
Yeah, he's like about 6 foot.
He's six. How much he weigh?
In
Not a
soccer,
lot.
they weigh light.
Soccer, they're light.
Not
so
a lot.
probably, but he runs 8 miles a game.
Cool.
All I'm saying
You have
is
to be in that type of
to
shape.
say a guy that could come and play in the NFL.
Yeah,
No, I'm not. No,
What are
no.
we talking about?
Miscommunication. I'm not saying Mbappe could
He's an
leave
elite athlete,
soccer
though.
and go to the NFL right now. I'm saying Mbappe has the athleticism. Had he trained for the league, I think he
Okay,
could
got it,
lead.
got it, got it.
Hell, I'm
okay
not
with
saying.
that. I'm okay
I'm
with
not
that.
saying
'Cause he's
Mbappe
fast,
could.
I'm cool on
no,
that.
No,
He about 5'11", 165.
Yeah, okay.
But he's twitchy.
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 What makes him twitchy?
He's
You
fat.
know.
Like,
You know.
he
I don't
starts
know. I didn't
out
really
really
see him
crazy.
play. I don't
Start,
know.
stop, change direction,
Yeah.
anticipation of where the defender might go, and he can do all that
Yeah.
while moving a soccer ball on a string.
Sorry,
Yeah.
they can't play football.
You know what I'm saying?
They can't play football.
If he would have grown up, he has the athleticism
Yes,
for it.
I
That's
agree
all
with
I'm
that.
saying.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
For sure,
yeah.
he has the
I'll
athleticism.
Hey,
stand
let's
down
get
on
some
that.
super chats, G.
Absolutely.
I'll stand on that. Let's get to some super chats. I got just one right now from Angelson34. Said, what's up, fellas? Sending love from Philly. Wanted to let Shady know that I played at Milford Academy in 2010 and that he is legendary there as
What's up,
well.
brother? Hey, look, man, Philly and all the way. Help me out though, because they
Okay.
talking all this soccer stuff. We want to talk about some football, some real sports. Please, can we?
Real sports.
Can we? And Karen loves soccer and don't want to run to the bathroom. Like,
Okay.
come on, man. Let's get serious here.
I ran today.
Crazy.
Did you?
Yeah, no, actually I did. It was pretty good.
How long?
About 30 minutes, like off and on. It was good.
What does that
It was
mean?
smooth on the treadmill.
What does
So I had
that
like an
mean?
incline walk, then I went to
Intervals.
running. Then
Oh,
so it was like
He
intervals.
didn't say- he didn't say intervals.
Carry
No,
on.
he said intervals.
sound like
I said
he got-
stop start. Yeah.
He got winded and took a break.
That's fair.
I don't know.
I can run consistently.
He got to
for
start
30
showing
minutes.
us. I don't believe what he be telling me no more. After that push-up situation.
Yeah, the push-up
Yeah.
shit was kind of wild. Yeah.
That was wild. Ken, where we at, G?
Look, man, we got to keep the show pushing. It's time we talk about a man very near and dear to my heart.
There we go. Finally.
A man born in Akron, Ohio, 6'9", 250 pounds of pure American
Real
greatness.
athlete.
My glorious king.
Your
My
Pookie
LeBron
Wookie.
Bon. My Pookie. LeBron James will continue his NBA career in the 2026-2027 season away from the Los Angeles Lakers. He informed the franchise that he will not be remaining there and they can finally move on. I think this is a hilarious way to frame it, though. Like, you can move on. I'm going a separate way. Shams also said that the Lakers expressed to James that they wanted him back, but the NBA's all-time leading scorer said, no, do your own thing. I need to go elsewhere. He also put out a thank you note after the Lakers put out a thank you note. He said, no, thank you, Los Angeles. Truly an honor to wear the purple and gold while trying to continue the greatness and legacies that came before me. Hope I made a few proud during my stint. Ladies and gentlemen,
I love LeBron.
LeBron James, gone but not forgotten from the Los Angeles Lakers. Was his Lakers tenure, in you guys' opinion, a success?
Where you at, 2-5?
Absolutely, yes, yes. You know, every time the Lakers, right, they have these periods where they bring in a mega superstar, right? If it's Kareem, if it's Magic, if it's Kobe Bryant, if it's Shaq, they always find a way to get that superstar. And LeBron came. And people always forget when LeBron got to the Lakers, they were not a good team. Before they got there, it was embarrassing. Before they got there, the legend Kobe Bryant did not want to show up. I can't show up and watch this madness. LeBron came and he promised him a ring, and what did he do? He brought him a ring. So I will say this, LeBron James, the tenor for him being there, that stint in time he was there, they were really, really well. They played well, and they got a championship. He brought AD. AD was a great player. Coming from the Pelicans, they wasn't winning much. You bring AD there, they win. Listen, one thing about LeBron James, wherever he goes, they win a chip, and we don't give him enough credit for it, so I'm rocking with Bronny. And he brought his son there. Super gangster.
LeBron's tenure in LA was obviously a success. He won a championship, but it was not a massive success. Reason it wasn't a massive success, everywhere LeBron James has been, he has gone to multiple championships. In Cleveland, he went to multiple championships. I believe in total, he went to 4. In Miami, he went to multiple championships. I believe in total, he went to 4. Then you come to LA, LeBron, and you go to 1? You go to 1. Obviously, it was a success. He won a championship. That is undeniable. But if you're a Lakers fan, if you're in Lakers management, when you hear you're getting LeBron James, the Lakers got LeBron James on the heels of 8 consecutive NBA Finals appearances. I wanted that LeBron. I wanted the LeBron that was guaranteed to punch his ticket every single year. It's what you did in Miami. Then you go to Cleveland. It's what you did in Cleveland. You did it in Cleveland with Kyrie. You did it in Cleveland without Kyrie. You did it in Miami with Bosh and a healthy D-Wade. You did it in Miami with the older and maligned D-Wade. I wanted that LeBron because LeBron, you also had AD. Was it a success? Beyond the shadow of a doubt. He won a championship. But what I'm not going to do is try and act like what LeBron did in LA reached the expectations of what we thought LeBron James was going to do in LA.
Anybody that says that LeBron James' tender wasn't a success, they don't know what winning looks like.
Yeah.
Because before LeBron James got to LA, it was a bad franchise, right? When I say franchise, I mean I'm used to the Lakers being Lake Show, right? Showtime Lakers, Lake Show, we winning playoffs, championships, etc. When before he got there, they wasn't even. They was on TV getting smoked, getting blown out, getting every other year a top 10 draft pick. You get what I'm saying? And then now, when LeBron got there, then they start really winning. And now it's the thing. We're gonna come to LA. We're gonna go to the games. We're gonna be on courtside. It was a thing to be in LA to watch the Lakers. Before he got there, was none of that. You was watching the Ball and Julius Randle and Brandon Ingram. One must watch. You get what I'm saying? People do not want to appreciate the stuff that LeBron James has done for this league, let alone for the Lakers.
Let me ask you this, though. Can two things be true? And I don't know why this name came to mind. I think about, and don't get distracted by the person. Think about what I'm saying. An individual like Cam Newton. Cam had a successful NFL career, I believe. You win an MVP, and you play in the league, you win MVP. Boy, that's hard to do. You've won 2 Super Bowls, but and you tell me all the time, going to a Super Bowl, that's hard to do. But I think it's simultaneously fair to say that you can have a successful tenure but not live up to expectation. And I think that's what LeBron did. I think success, reason I bring up Cam Newton, Cam had a successful career. If you win MVP, you had a successful career, unless you played like 1 year, win MVP, 1 year, and you retire. You go to a Super Bowl as a quarterback and resurrect a franchise, successful career. But I don't know if Cam lived up to reputation. Cut to LeBron. Of course it was a success, 2-5, I'm with you. You win a chip, bro, a chip? Hard to do. But LeBron went to 8 consecutive, and you only took LA to 1? I thought when LeBron got to LA, they were probably going to go to 3, and he'd win 1 to 2 championships because LeBron is so great. He's kind of this immortal basketball character. I thought that's what he was going to do.
Michael Jordan had a commercial, and he said, Did I make you think that
winning was easy?
Winning was easy because the way I made it look like.
Yeah.
Me winning scoring times, me winning MVPs, me winning championships. Did I make you think it was easy? Because the way y'all talking like it's easy to do what LeBron James has done for the Lakers. They were not this talked about team before LeBron James got there. And then Kobe just left. Another thing is, imagine a world where I say, hey man, we're going to get this great player. We haven't been winning, and he's going to bring us a championship. Nobody thought the Lakers were going to see another championship. Then LeBron brings you one.
When you got LeBron, you did think that.
What I'm saying is,
Before
thought LeBron.
that.
Yeah, before that.
Yeah, of course.
Then he
of
comes
course,
there
of
and he
course,
brings you a
of course,
championship.
of course.
And he's so great. People are mad they didn't have more championships. It's like, damn. I watch some franchises can never win one. They can't. And LeBron brings y'all a chip, and now y'all still complaining about it? One thing I will always say about LeBron James, and this is, I think, he's the only player that I can say this about. He's so great, nobody will ever be satisfied with him because he's so great.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with
crazy.
that. But I do think it's almost like when you are that great, the expectation is higher. Because a guy like LeBron James, Tom Brady goes to Tampa, and y'all won a chip like that. So as hard as winning a championship is, and you played 12 years, you won 2, but you could say you only won 2, but you won 2. As hard as winning a championship is, Tom Brady got to Tampa, and they bomb, 10 months, bomb, chip. So the reason I say that is when you're dealing with a character like a Tom Brady, like a LeBron James, they do make it look easy. We know it's not easy. Tom only won 7 in 21 years or 20 years, but you do make it seem so easy. Shady, to me, if Tom Brady would have got to Tampa at 33, the same age LeBron James got to the Lakers, he's taking the Bucks more than 1 chip in my mind. I think in the Bucks is getting probably 2, maybe 3. They're at least going to more than 1. So when I look at LeBron, I'm just like, it's a success. Of course, it's undeniable. But you go to 8 straight NBA finals and you only go to 1 finals in 6 or 7 years in LA?
Damn.
Did that live up to?
That's how great you are. It's crazy.
I gotta weigh in here.
Please.
Because I think LeBron's tenure in Los Angeles was absolutely a success. And I may even be inclined to say it was more successful than his time in Miami. I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. Not only did he break a 10-year drought with bringing the Lakers a championship in 2020, he also never really lost a playoff series he shouldn't have. In Miami, not only did he lose a playoff series that he shouldn't have lost, he lost the finals, which he should not have lost. So I can't really fault LeBron for not bringing more championships. If it was a situation where it's like he's going up against teams that he should have, ran through and lost to those teams over and over and over again, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, this was a failure on his part or not as much of a success as it should have been. But that didn't really happen. He won the series in the finals that he was supposed to win, and he didn't really...
But here's what we can't ignore. Remember, he first shows up to L.A., misses half the year, if I'm not mistaken, groin injury.
Yep.
So off GP, it's like, hold on, LeBron, you have been like you have been a
bionic
man.
cyborg. Yeah.
Like, bro, you ain't never got hurt.
Yep.
And now you come to LA, and the first year you get hurt?
Yep.
Bro, where was those injuries in Cleveland? They didn't happen.
Yep.
Injuries in Miami, they didn't happen. So I think just off GP, if you want to say there's not a playoff series he shouldn't have lost, he didn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So whereas in Miami, at least he was there.
Yeah, he was there.
So
yeah.
You make a convincing and a compelling argument because in Miami you lost the finals you shouldn't have lost.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's hard for me to say, and Kieran, jump in here. It's hard for me to say LeBron, the great LeBron, you only went to one finals because he's a top 2 player of all time.
A 33-year-old, fresh off 8 straight NBA Finals appearances, goes to a new team with a young core, and team completely blows up after the year. He has his worst injury he's ever had in his entire career that first year. Comes back the next year and does exactly what he's done for the previous 8 years before getting to the franchise, which is win a championship. The season after that, he gets hurt again. The second worst injury that he's ever had in his entire career that he's also rehabbing from at 35 years old. And now at 35 years old and moving forward, we're saying that, or even implying that his tenure with this team might not be the best as it could have been, and he should have went to more, he should have won more, is a completely unrealistic and idiotic standpoint to sit on. And I hate that we do this, and it's only LeBron James that we do this with.
But here's why. LeBron's an unrealistic player.
Of course.
It's not realistic for an 18-year-old to go into the NBA and end up being maybe the greatest player of all time. Everything LeBron has done in his life is unrealistic. So do not fault me when my expectation for him is unrealistic. We have this debate all the time. If you take your girl to a 5-star steakhouse on the first date, you can't backdoor on the second date and take her to Chili's.
Sure.
You set the bar. So
sure.
I'm living under the bar of unrealism that LeBron set before me.
But there has to be some sort of standard that we're living by, though. There has to be some sort of barometer that we're living by. If any other 34, 35-year-old superstar went to a new team, are you asking Kawhi Leonard the same things? Are you expecting the same championship caliber player for the next 4 or 5 years right now? No, you're just not. You're not expecting him.
LeBron,
I understand that. But what I'm saying is, across the board, you're not expecting championship caliber play from anyone 35 plus. But we hold LeBron to this standard because in his prime, which we've seen is the athletic prime for almost every single other professional athlete to play in the NBA, now that he's past that, we're upset that he's not exceeding our expectations even more. The fact that he was still an MVP caliber player in his late 30s, 39, at that position, playing the way that he was, doing the things that he's doing, even being at 40 and receiving blame for not winning a playoff series, being the best player on the team. That's some shit that only LeBron James gets slander for. And I understand what you're saying. I get it. He is an unrealistic player with unrealistic expectations. I just hate that we have to keep throwing this stuff on him. His tenure is not a failure in any stretch of the imagination because he did his job.
If somebody asked you in 2018, end of 2018 going into 2019, LeBron James gets traded to the Lakers.
Or goes to free agency.
To Lakers. How many finals appearances would you have assumed he would have went to?
I would say he'd be lucky to make it to one. Given the fact that...
I don't think that.
Okay.
Yeah, after going to 8 straight, there's no way, Kieran, I'm looking at LeBron and be like, he'd be lucky to make it to one.
Okay.
Not that LeBron.
Going into a Western Conference, which was more difficult and talent stacked than other conferences. Also going to the Western Conference where the Golden State Warriors still had Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson and were virtually unbeatable whenever they were healthy. Would have won another championship if they were healthy against the Raptors. I wouldn't in my mind think that team was going to fall apart. And I also in my mind wouldn't think that LeBron James at 33, 34 years old was going to be able to cultivate a winning roster, culture, whatever it was, to compete with that team. So no, I would say he'd be lucky to make it to one finals if he went to that Western Conference.
I don't want to go to other players, right? I'm just going to stick to LeBron because LeBron, he had some good help. People act like he didn't have help. He had help. My thing is, though, when is a championship not enough, though? When is that not enough? The dude got, championships on every team he's been on. So it's like when we really break him down, I don't get it. I know he's so special, he's so great, but when a championship, bringing a franchise a chip is not enough. Because when they say it's a failure, I'm thinking, how? How could it be?
Yeah.
How can winning a championship
be a failure?
That doesn't make sense.
I think he exceeded expectations by winning a championship. Going into that team, going into that roster, there's even Lakers fans who afterwards were like, man, we blew up that young core. We shouldn't have blown up that young core. You blew up that young core and you won a championship with the team.
It's impossible.
And we're complaining about them doing that.
Though. It's impossible for me to. It's impossible for me to say he exceeded expectations when he's won a championship everywhere. So at minimum, the expectation in LA is championship. If you want to say he met it, I'd be like, say less, Kieran.
But listen to that though. You saying this winning championship is at the minimum,
that's just what he does.
But I'm saying nothing's guaranteed though. This ain't.
But when it's like when you to me 2-5, you're guaranteed to shake somebody on the field. You're just guaranteed.
That's a play. I'm talking about.
But LeBron is guaranteed what he's done. He's not
guaranteed a chip.
But he does it every time.
I heard what you're saying, and that's what Michael Jordan said in the commercial. I've done this so much that you think it's easy. It's hard to win a championship.
Yeah, but I guess is it hard for LeBron? Obviously, it is.
And I'm thinking about like certain players that he's played with. There's some really good ones, but there's certain guys that I don't like. For example, if Anthony Davis don't play with LeBron James, I just think he's going to be a great player. I don't see no championship in his future. James Harden, great player. I don't see a championship. I don't see no championship. But there's certain guys you look at, even Kai. I love Kyrie Irving. I don't think he wins a chip without LeBron. There's just certain guys I see, I feel like they're just, you're not going to win. LeBron's the type of dude where he makes it look so easy, but he's a champion, bro.
Now also
it's hard to do, man.
More news for LeBron though about where he's possibly going next. Some updates here. LeBron came to the conclusion that he wanted to continue playing meaningful competitive basketball. He instructed Rich Paul to talk to every team around the league who is interested and come back with options to make a decision. And he has not decided if the 2026-2027 season will be his last. The Miami Heat have interest. They could be probably the most athletic team I have ever seen in my entire life with Giannis, Bam Adebayo, and LeBron James. And obviously, there's some more moves happening with the Heat here. Tim Hardaway Jr. agreed to a deal with the Heat, a shooter, I guess, if you want to follow that. They're gonna need some shooters around there if he was to go team up with them. I personally think the Warriors are heavily considered in this conversation.
Bring him over, please.
What do you guys think is the best landing spot for LeBron?
You know what's crazy? There is a storyline conversation and there's a basketball conversation. And oddly enough, the two might coincide in Cleveland. The storyline going back home in Cleveland where you started your career, that makes for the best storyline. You cannot find a writer, a director to create a better movie story ending than LeBron James going back to Cleveland. Basketball. What are the Cavs missing? A leader. Somebody to show them the ropes. 2 years ago, 1 seed, got bounced early. This past year, middle of the pack, made it all the way to the conference finals. Cavs don't necessarily lack talent. Spidey Mitchell, Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, dudes off the bench, and Max Strus. What the Cavs lack is somebody who can show them the way. If you're depending on Spidey Mitchell, who had never been to a conference finals, and James Harden, who is a notorious choker, you're depending on them to lead you to the promised land, you will never get there. But if now you add LeBron James and his savvy to a team that is already proven capable of being a 1 seed and keeping that core that got them to that 1 seed, to me, the storyline and the basketball perspective, all those roads lead to Cleveland 2-5.
I don't know about all that, but that was a good take though, because I think about him in Miami. He had to go learn how to win from D Wade, how to be a leader, going around with Pat Riley, right? So I get that. I'm going with the Warriors. You an older player. Steve Kerr's one of the best of all time. He knows how to deal with players like you, superstar, that's on the back end of his career, right? Save his legs, different things you might need. You with Steph Curry, you know how that's going to be. So you're going to have so much room to do your thing because the floor is going to be space. You get a guy like Draymond Green, a defensive threat. We get a couple more pieces. I don't know.
Was that a fan take, Shady?
No, why not? It's the reason why he's leading the way. Yeah. He asked LeBron, where you want to play at? He's always saying, I would love to play with Steph Curry.
Yeah,
I think he's never played with a guy like that generates so much attention without the ball in his hand.
Yeah.
LeBron James, for the first time in his career since being 8 years old, where he could play on a team that he doesn't get the most attention. Playing because Steph Curry, he gonna be second with as far as attention. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. The defense is like, how do we stop Steph? Because he kills you with the way he shoots the ball, he spreads the floor.
Yeah.
I would love to see him with a really good coach like Steve Kerr. There's some fun ways to get LeBron in the game. You talk about IQ. That team is full of IQ.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Steve Kerr. And I'm playing with a team where now all the attention's not even on me.
Yeah.
Man,
well, I actually disagree a little bit with the Steve Kerr.
You always do.
Yeah, I do. I have to with the Steve Kerr.
He's not a great coach.
He hasn't had to be a great coach.
That sounds crazy.
He's just had to be good.
That sounds crazy.
Steve Kerr has only had to be a good coach.
You talking about offense. You ain't talking about defense, right?
No, I mean, he's also had Draymond Green defensively.
So he'll have nothing to, hold on.
I'm not saying he doesn't have anything to do. I'm just saying
you got to find a way to hide, step, and do different things. You got to coach. Do you see? Wait, real quick. Do you see the plays that they be running? You know what? This is a crazy conversation.
It's not a crazy conversation because
I don't want to cut you off. I'm sorry. Go ahead, do your thing.
Steve Kerr has yet to prove that he is a great coach. He's proven that he's a good coach, but we haven't seen Steve Kerr really have to go out there and coach a team that was bad. He's never had a bad team and made them look good.
So did Phil Jackson ever prove that he was a good coach?
Oh, my God. Because when he didn't have Kobe and he didn't have Mike and he went to New York.
He proved that he was a good coach.
He wasn't coaching in New York, but Phil Jackson was a good coach. He got the 04 Lakers to the NBA Finals.
What that mean?
Old ass
Hall of Famers.
Washed ass.
They weren't washed. They weren't washed. Was Karl
If we're not gonna be honest, I'm gonna just go back to work.
Was Karl Malone washed? He was washed.
I'm gonna go back to work if we're not gonna be honest.
Just let me know.
Karl Malone was a shell of himself.
Were Shaq and Kobe still on the team?
They were still on the team.
They were still on the team. Shaq was overweight. Him and Kobe were beefing. Like, let's not act like they're
Was Shaq not an NBA player 2 years later while also overweight for a championship Miami Heat team?
You said what?
Was Shaq not 2 years later, while also overweight, an impact player for a championship Miami Heat team?
So an impact player. Let's stop moving the goalpost. Come on, y'all are being disingenuous, bro. Shaq did not look good in them finals. Dwayne Wade carried Shaquille O'Neal to an NBA finals. Let's act like we know what we're talking about here, bro. Please, this is crazy.
I know you and your game together. Cool. I just want to know this. Are you telling me that
we're crazy?
We're crazy. That Lakers team you're saying was bad.
I'm saying
the Lakers take Shady.
You just said a four-time NBA champion head coach who's done it without KD, without Clay. I'm sorry, without KD.
He forgot. He didn't do it without Clay.
Got KD. He didn't do it without Clay.
But he did it with KD.
Sure.
But hold on. What about when?
How many championships did Greg Popovich win without Tim Duncan?
How many?
None! Yeah. So why are we saying that he's not a good coach too? And you saying that we crazy?
No, I'm not.
Are you crazy?
You said we was crazy.
I'm not saying that he has to win a championship. If he doesn't, he's not a good coach.
What are you saying then? What are you saying?
He's going to have to be a good coach, and this is the probably one of the most pressure situations that he's going to be in, to have LeBron, AD, Steph, and Draymond on a team.
But
that's not an easily coachable team to get to the finals. But the expectations from everybody are going to be to get to the finals.
But Trey, first of all, it's going to be hard because they're all old as hell. The winners championship.
So now it's old as hell. So
no. But hold on, let me finish. The winning championship. I mean, like, if LeBron's on that team and AD's on that team, they're not going to be top three to win the championship.
Will there be championship expectations?
Of course.
Well, always
LeBron's
is.
here.
Yeah, LeBron's there. Always with
okay.
LeBron. But what I'm saying to you is, when you say he's not a great coach, it's crazy because he's won with KD, right?
Yep.
He also won when everybody was saying there's no way Steph's gonna win another championship.
Yeah.
And they go out there and win one.
Bruh, but it's not even that. the players are their best selves under Kerr. That to be is it. Harrison Barnes was his best self. Jordan Poole was his best self. Iggy was his best self.
Clay,
Steph was his best self.
Sean Livingston.
Clay was his best self. Livingston,
He had
KD, everybody was
these
their
guys
best self.
He had all these guys in their prime.
Not Jordan Poole.
That's when you're supposed to
Look at Jordan Poole. And minimum, because Jordan Poole is.
Yo, and we're gonna credit Steve Kerr for that. We're not gonna act like Steph Curry wasn't the gravity force that allowed Jordan Poole to get off.
So
Come
do we
on,
think-
bro.
but
Y'all being disingenuous right now.
So do
bro.
we think Kobe?
Y'all are actually wilding, bro.
So wait, another thing about Steve Kerr I'm thinking about. So he plays under Phil Jackson, so I'm gonna learn something from that, right?
Yep,
Then he plays with Pop. I'm gonna learn something from that too, right?
of course.
Then I go to be a head coach, and I'm smoking, I'm popping, I'm doing everything.
Yeah.
How's that not like? I always say like with players or people in the job workforce, like you learn and then you gradually grow up.
Yep.
He's done all that and he's successful. For you, the stuff you're saying is hard for me because
It's hard for me too, by the way.
the stuff you like bro, the name of the game is to be great, yo.
Very hard.
About your accomplishments. How do you get your accomplishments? Things you learn from different coaches.
Yeah.
Andy Reid's a great coach, right? But he learned from all type of coaching before he got there.
Yeah.
And Steve Kerr did all that, and you not giving him his credit.
4 chips.
Does he have a great
That's
situation?
why I get mad at
Absolutely.
you about
The greatest
sport shit.
situation.
In
You see
2017,
what I'm saying?
2018,
The
yes.
greatest situation.
Because 2017, 2018,
They
yes.
won't ever understand.
greatest
But also,
situation.
Also, bro, when the
crazy.
Mavericks coach Johnny Nelson in the early 2000s had MVP Steve Nash, dude who went on to win MVP, Steve Nash,
Nash,
and a Dirk Nowitzki,
and Finley.
and
Finley.
and Michael Finley,
Finley
and you
was
added
there.
what Antoine Jameson, Richard Jefferson later on, but like
And
you
Wayne.
had players,
Correct.
and you had the number 1 seed,
Mike
and you
D'Antoni
couldn't
had
win
players.
championship.
Had Nash,
Mike
had
D'Antoni,
Amari Stoudemire,
I don't think Mike
Barbosa.
D'Antoni's a bad coach. Mike D'Antoni had the
James
Rockets
Harden
later on.
on the board.
He had
Doc
great teams.
Rivers has had
Winning a
dudes.
championship not once, not twice, not 3 times,
4.
not 4 times over the span of a decade is
With 3
incredible.
different Finals MVPs.
Thank you.
Trey,
With 3 different
Trey,
best players in the
I got
championship.
you.
You guys just compared
Trey, is Papa
the
a great
greatest shooting point guard of all time to Stephen Nash, whose legacy is touted
it's
and
MVP.
tainted.
He's an MVP.
He stole 2 MVPs off of
I'm
Kobe.
saying, but he's hold
like
on.
y'all are mentioning bullshit, bro.
No, what
I
we're
gotta
saying
call
is-
y'all out.
what we're
Y'all
saying-
are
what we're
mentioning
saying
bullshit,
is-
bro.
What we say is that they had an MVP point guard, bro. And the team was like that. Like I think his
Mike D'Antoni,
Hold
the
on,
Suns
hold
team,
on,
About the rosters.
Not only that, they were like number 1 seed a couple of times, and they had an MVP.
and they had
Does
nobody
Klay
like
Thompson and
Steph Curry.
Draymond Green have an MVP?
And they
We're
had
not, why are you comparing the players, dude?
Because my original
Listen what
point,
he
maybe
said.
y'all didn't hear me. Let me try again, because I don't think y'all heard me. We've never seen Steve Kerr have to be a great coach. That's not even saying he's not a great coach. We've never seen him have to be great.
Why?
He's only had to be good because of the talented rosters that he has
So
coached.
let me ask this question, though.
This is not going to be the talented roster that he has had previously
Well,
and won with.
for your-
So this is going to be his hardest
Got you.
challenge.
For your take though,
That's not a crazy take.
For his take is like, yo,
You
so
said-
every coach with a great roster
we've
can't
never
be a
have
great
seen
coach.
great coach.
That's just sounds
I
stupid.
didn't say that.
No,
Trey.
it sounds like
But
though.
you're saying we've never had to see you be great because
Yeah,
you had a great
great
roster.
yes.
I just don't agree with that.
You
Because
said
the
he had
thing
to
is-
prove that he is a good
But,
coach.
but hold on.
That's
but,
crazy.
But the thing is, there's so many coaches with great rosters that don't win.
Correct. Because they
Weren't as good.
didn't have Stephen Curry. They didn't have Klay Thompson. They didn't have Kevin Durant. You talking about 3-4 MVPs
But-
just between
my
the
team
two
had
players.
2
But hold on.
MVPs and
What
a
about-
1 seed and couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
Could not
That's
get it
what
done.
stuff I keep telling this
that
guy. He's not
matters.
trying to hear that. For
Mark
some reason.
Jackson
Okay,
had
you know what?
Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson
Y'all
when they
are
was
right.
hooping. They could not get it done.
Is Pop a great coach?
Or did Pop ever have to prove? Hold on, that's not what he's saying. Did
Pop ever
did
have to
Pop
prove?
ever have to prove he was a great
that's-
coach?
that's a better one.
That's
That's a
really
better-
what
you're
he's
right,
saying.
you're right.
Did Pop ever have to prove he was a great coach?
Let him be
Did Phil,
silent.
did Phil Jackson have to prove
Wait,
he was a
wait,
good
no,
coach?
let him go. Let him go. He's thinking about this shit. Oh god.
You have to think about it. Based on his
You
life,
do.
mean his
Yeah.
life.
Sorry, I don't just word vomit like
Okay, go ahead. So
other
go ahead.
people.
So go
I
ahead.
like to think and,
All right, go
and
and
think some stuff
think
in my
about it.
head.
Go and think about it. Go and think about it.
Yeah, I would say Phil Jackson did.
When
He said Pop.
I said Pop.
He said
Yeah,
Pop.
I said
What
Pop.
about somebody
Pop
thinking
have
about?
to
He said
prove.
Pop.
Yeah, I would say Pop did.
What year?
2014.
No. You had Kawhi Leonard. You had
You had a young,
Ginobili,
you had a young Kawhi. You had an aging and pretty much aged Tim Duncan. It was not the same teams
You
that
had
he had
Manu,
coached
you had Parker.
You had Manu Ginobili, you had Tony Parker, you had Danny
and
Green.
those guys were the
hitting-
same guys
you had Danny-
when Tim Duncan won his first championship.
You had
Those
Danny
were the same
Green
guys.
hitting
Nah, but
It was the same Tim
stupendous
Duncan
threes.
that won.
But
Tim
but
Duncan
hold
was
on,
still
hold on.
good.
That was
But
an
if-
All-Star
hold on.
rookie year.
But
That
if-
same
hold
Tim
on, hold on,
Duncan.
hold on. But if that's the case, then what Steve Kerr did in 2022 is equal to or greater than what Pop did in 2014.
With Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson still on the team.
They
Yes,
were their
but
favorite to
remember,
win.
Clay was not.
With the greatest
Who?
point guard arguably top 2 of all time.
What does that get you though? Because he's a great player. A lot of great players don't win. This is what I'm telling you though. In 2022, they weren't the favorite to win shit. You keep saying it out there like, oh, they weren't favorite to win anything. It's my team, I'm telling you.
But you still had Steph Curry.
Why?
Tony Parker was the leading scorer for the
every
Spurs.
great player
Let's
gonna
not
win
act
chips.
let's not
Yeah,
act
that's
like
the thing.
Why you keep saying every great player don't win chips like that? They
Yeah.
don't.
Kevin Durant's been everywhere, and he only won with Steve Kerr.
okay.
And you still had Kevin Durant.
Tell me something. I can
Think
name some
about it.
dudes that was great.
You
that
had
win chips.
KD, you had Russell Westbrook. They didn't win. So in theory, you could argue you have KD and you have Russell Westbrook.
You guys are. I can't
Chris
believe you
Paul,
guys
you
are
had
being
James
this
Harden, they didn't win.
disingenuous.
No,
You're talking
we're being
about
dead
Kevin
serious.
Durant and Russell Westbrook when they were on the Thunder and they were young and they hadn't become
They
themselves
were
yet.
not always. But here's what you're not giving credit to a coach for. A coach helps you become yourself. So yeah,
Right.
what you're not giving credit
He's
to
pro
a
athlete,
coach
so
for
he don't
is-
understand it.
Me, you,
wait,
and y'all-
wait. So
we understand.
so
You
we're
know
saying
what?
so we're
That's
saying
what I'm
Steve.
saying. I played in high school.
We're
I
saying
understand.
Steve. We're giving Steve credit.
It's the athletes.
We're
Tell me
giving
about it.
We're giving
Steve
He played high
Kerr.
school.
We're giving Steve Kerr credit for Steph Curry and Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson becoming
What
themselves.
about-
But what about
we're-
2022?
I'm going back to work. Y'all got it,
Can we
bro.
do this one
I'm
real
going
quick
back
before
to
we leave?
work.
Yeah.
Y'all
I
got
want
it,
him
bro.
to talk about 2022 because they weren't.
I'm back to
Everybody
work.
can say they're not winning no
You
chips.
saying Clay was popping then?
Clay wasn't super
You
popping
saying
then.
Clay was popping then?
All right.
He wasn't though.
He wasn't. Objectively, he wasn't.
This is some crazy
Like
shit though.
he wasn't. He wasn't.
Man, we gotta hit some super chats. So get to work on that, Trey.
Yeah. Please
Come
let
on,
me
man.
read some super chats because y'all wilding up here. Santana said, "Love the show." Coming all the way from Longview, aka Beast, Texas, the most relatable, least debatable, still true, even more so after that last argument.
Yeah, boom.
Stay on their head and
Give
don't
him
let
that
us.
tomato.
And Care Bear, don't let Shady off the hook about his broken wing skip Eagles. This is Cowboys country. Dallas Cowboys for life. Gabriel 99572 said, "What's up, Speakeasy gents? Unfortunately, Acho beat me to the analogy because I see his point. LBJ took Cleveland to 5 chips. Finals. My Heat to 4 and to 1.
LA to 1.
LA to
Yeah.
1. This is like your girl dating a guy who takes all his girlfriends to exotic islands but only takes you to Disney and Orlando. Literally. JN8052, Trey, surprised you didn't show up like Omar from The Wire tonight after the what the crew did to you last night. Question with the NFL. Investing. These guys don't get that reference, sorry. Well, Shady might. But investing in so much in Africa, when do you think we'll see a regular season game in the motherland?
That'd be lit.
That's a great question. The problem is there isn't enough like knowledge of football in Africa. That's really there's just not the infrastructure.
But y'all
isn't
got
there.
hella representation in the NFL.
Yeah, but it's all first gen.
Yeah.
That's the bright. There really isn't. We don't have enough money. You know what I mean? Like I think last I checked, 66% of people live off less than $1 a day in Nigeria. So how you finna afford a helmet, shoulder pads?
Do you donate?
We built a hospital.
That's
Not even
fire.
we
that's
built.
fire.
We built a hospital.
I would
there.
hate to hear that. That's the
No,
statistic.
my brother
and you
literally
not-
just
yeah.
got back from.
That's
We do
dope.
medical mission work 2 weeks every year for 2 weeks. Like we
fire.
built a hospital there, bro. Like,
That's fire. That's dope. But no, yeah, football is a tough sport. But
Yes.
you don't see it. You don't see it a game being held there. NFL doesn't have the.
They can have a
there's
game in
no
South
motive.
Africa.
yeah.
South Africa would be
yeah.
about the only country. Yeah.
Or like Egypt. You know what I mean?
Got money over there.
I think because I'm thinking about who show up.
I'm thinking about how close it is to some shit.
They did a huge boxing
fair.
match
NFL.
over Egypt, and
That's
they all
why-
came over there.
That's why I said like. That's why I said there.
Yeah.
I am Cold Dog said, do y'all think LeBron's jersey should be retired in LA? I already know what y'all are going to say, but I figured I'd ask anyway. Just keep in mind other retirees have multiple rings with the Lakers.
I would say yes because
Gotta
LeBron
do it.
he rejuvenated and resurrected that franchise.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
It's disrespectful.
It was
like,
one of
Yeah,
20
they-
games 2 years before he
bro,
came.
Come on, man.
Even Kobe's
Yeah.
last couple years, they were the laughing stock of the league. So
Yeah.
Now, my
he
whole
saved
my
them.
homeboy TJ, Lakers fan, diehard Lakers fan, cried whenever Kobe retired.
Yeah.
Called me and was just
That's
like,
soft.
bruh, I want to thank LeBron personally about what he did for my franchise.
TJ
People online hate
Brown.
him.
You friends with people like that?
Nah, absolutely. I
oh,
like people
just
that have
random
passion
boy.
for the game around here. I'm a real athlete, so you just wouldn't understand. You ain't playing high school.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You
Get back
have
to the super
friends
chats,
that
bro.
cry over grown men winning.
Okay. You cried at your
crazy,
wedding,
bro. Are you
and your
gonna
wife didn't.
Are you gonna cry when the Cowboys? Well, they're not gonna win.
I'm
so
crying
never
if you
mind.
don't read this next super
Cameron
chat.
Brown said, "Good evening, Speakeasy fam. Question for Mbappé Bear: when Mexico and England meet up in Mexico City next round, it would be the craziest environment in the cup. Who wins?
Hey, if there
Mexico.
is a must-watch
Who
game,
asked that?
Mexico's gonna win. Cameron Brown.
hey Trey, I don't hate that take at all. I like that take a lot.
Yeah, Mexico's
at
winning,
home.
bro.
England has been shaky the entire time.
They do it every World Cup.
Also, England. Sorry, I don't think their mental makeup is like the rest of these South African countries or other countries as well. They get shook. I think being at Estadio Azteca in Mexico City, that's one of the craziest stadiums. That's going to be one of the craziest environments ever.
That's the last one there, right? That's the last game in Mexico.
Yeah, that's the last game in Mexico.
Yeah.
And they got Mexico in it.
Yeah.
Against England.
I'm taking Mexico in that one.
I believe in miracles, man.
Mexico.
Mexico getting that one done.
Yeah, that's
I'm with you.
Mexico got a brother on the team.
You see them?
They do.
They do. Yeah,
They smart.
Yeah.
They
Quiñones, yeah.
But you know what his
how could
last
they
name
win?
is? Quiñones.
Quiñones, yeah.
So they got a black guy on the team, not a brother.
Yeah, black guy.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. Official KJ, what's up, Speakeasy? If you put all 32 current NFL head coaches in a boxing tournament, what two coaches are going into the championship match and who wins? Hashtag pay Trey.
Hold on.
Easy one.
D'Amico.
Robert Saleh and D'Amico Ryans.
Yeah.
What about Dan Campbell? You think he giving any work?
Dan
Campbell,
Campbell,
big, strong dude, bro.
Yeah,
but
And he a dog. I'm not gonna lie.
He wants to bite kneecaps.
Cool,
yeah,
yeah.
that
Hitting
Dan
his
Campbell
face
be a
and
good
all
one.
that. I just think some real brothers in there. They're gonna be. Come on, man. D'Amico Ryans.
D'Amico,
for sure.
D'Amico, I got winning the whole thing.
D'Amico
but
for sure.
Rob Saleh, I'm trying to think.
A bald head is always scary.
A bald head is terrifying.
Bald head is always-
Aaron Glenn.
What?
Hey, he DB.
He too
He
old.
too small.
He's small.
He's small.
Yeah,
He ain't soft though. Hold up.
Nah,
Yeah,
but
he
he's
He's not
small.
soft. I'm trying to think.
No,
It's D'Amico. You could put Mike Vrabel in the conversation if you want to, just because he's a.
I like D'Amico.
I'm not gonna lie.
I like D'Amico.
If I had to watch Andy Reid in a boxing match, I might cry real tears, bro. I don't want to see the
Yo, D'Amico, I seen him probably like what 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We was rapping. Oh, he said, "What's up?" He said,
That's
"What's
my
up?"
dog
Anyway,
for real.
bro, in shape, like he
Still.
playing. Nah, I'm for real.
Yeah. Nah.
That's fire. Listen, two more. We got to keep the show rolling. Carlos Cano said if the U.S. had a Shaboing boy.
Whoa.
What in the world?
Yeah, we going.
Yeah,
Yeah, we might have to skip that
Skip
one.
that whole super
that's
chat.
Shaboing
crazy.
boy
What was
is
his
crazy.
name, though? Shout out to him.
Shout out to Carlos Cano. I don't even know if I can
Shout out
shout
to
out
Carlos
that.
for the
That's
super
crazy.
chat.
You
Yeah,
wasted
Hey, yo,
10 minutes.
and the fans out there, y'all be cussing me out. Y'all be on my Instagram saying all this crazy stuff about because I don't like or I don't watch soccer. I don't dislike soccer, but I learned
Biggest sport in the world.
What'd you learn?
it don't be a lot of the Americans that come at me.
Yeah.
It's people from other countries.
Yeah, that's fair. Last one, Carebear, a.k.a. Killian McFrappe.
That was funny.
That's a
That's
good
why I
one.
busted out laughing at 2 seconds ago. That was hilarious.
Shout out to Top Shot. Said, do you think
Top shotter?
that was Top Shot?
Hey,
Right.
hey,
Oh,
you
he's
in the
hey. Next draft, top shotter?
Don't even
Oh,
tell
yeah.
him nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's already.
Me and you here. Me and Acho is here
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Top Shot.
It's okay.
Yeah. Keep Central
I'm
Cast
already-
weird if you want to.
Keep in mind, we didn't do a coin flip or nothing. They just took the first pick.
Yeah.
Just took bullshit.
He said, do you think Jeremiah Love, this is for you, Carebear. He said, do you think Jeremiah Love will have instant impact like Bijan did for ATL? And why do you think Dallas prioritized getting someone scary at running back to help take pressure off Dak?
I like that comparison because I think Jeremiah is going to be in a similar situation that Bijan was even earlier on. Not as good running the football, but the emphasis, like the entire offense is kind of be built around Jeremiah Love this year. I don't think they're going to build the offense around Jacoby Brissett. Like I just don't, or Carson Beck. So I think he's going to have a good year. I don't think he's going to have a generational year like we saw from Ezekiel Elliott or someone like that. But I think he's going to have a good enough year though. I think he's incredibly talented too. So
That's a bit.
we'll see.
I see. What you see, Teddy? 1,200?
I see something different than y'all. I think they're utilizing them a lot in the running game and in the passing game. Y'all only talk about running the ball. I think with a struggling quarterback, right, with a young running back
All types of screens,
who's about to be a franchise dude, he's going to get the ball, running the ball, throwing the ball. He's going to be special. I think he'll have a big-ass year.
Yeah, I can see it.
I say about over 1,700 yards, all purpose.
Yeah. I was thinking 1,200 rushing, but I could see. I like 17 on purpose.
He don't hit the ball, though. He don't hit the
Yeah,
ball.
they got to give him the ball.
The only question is they finna load that box, bruh.
Have to.
They
In the
finna
air.
load that box.
In the air.
Yeah.
They're not going to load the box if it's in a rookie. I don't care what hybrid. I mean, it's not. He ain't-
Unless
I'm
Michael
saying the
Wilson
quarterback.
really announces himself.
But I'm just
as
saying,
a-
like, you gonna play regular for a little bit.
Yeah, you right.
He ain't- you know what I
you
mean?
right, you
Like,
Prove
ima-
yourself.
imagine that,
Prove
like-
yourself.
What?
Man,
Prove yourself.
unfortunately, the Cardinals will be a 2-pack of ass next season.
That's
so,
facts.
yeah, it's just a tough division. Look, we have to keep the show pushing. It's time we talk about someone who's now dead to me. Kawhi Leonard is going to the Toronto Raptors. It has been agreed to. The Clippers will receive an unprotected first-round pick in 2031 and 2033, 2030 and 2033 second-round picks, and a 2027 first-round swap. So Kawhi Leonard heading back to the area that he won a championship in up there in Toronto in the North. Didn't want to be a Dallas Maverick, apparently. Just completely killed that deal. Anyway, Do you guys believe Kawhi Leonard can save his legacy in Toronto?
I think the Toronto Raptors are the only place Kawhi Leonard can save his legacy. And the reason I say this is if somehow, some way, Kawhi Leonard brings another championship to the Raptors, I believe that we will finally overlook all of Kawhi Leonard's shortcomings. And this is the only way Kawhi Leonard can be known more for what he did than what he didn't do. As much as Kawhi has done, and Shady will talk and screaming from the mountaintops, winning a championship is hard. But for whatever reason, Kawhi Leonard is going to go down as the individual that started taking games off. Like, he is going to be the face of load management. Don't matter that he won a championship in Toronto. Don't matter that he won a championship in San Antonio. What we will know Kawhi Leonard most for, I believe, is load management and LeBron James at the free throw line. Y'all got to help me remember what year. Kawhi Leonard checking in, LeBron looking over and being disgruntled, like, oh, hell, what am I finna do with him? So when I think about it, Toronto is probably the only place Kawhi Leonard can go, because if Kawhi wins 2 chips in Toronto, now 2-5, I believe we're going to remember Kawhi Leonard more for winning championships than we actually are load management.
Yeah, I think it helps him out. I think it helps his career out, just because going there, once he goes back to the Raptors, you're going to think about all the great things that he did do. All the things where they couldn't win a championship, he won a championship. Where the Raptors couldn't get over that hump, right? They couldn't get over that hump. People forget all them years when they had DeRozan, he was there, and then they had Kyle, Larry, they were there.
Yeah.
They couldn't win.
Yeah.
And they were winning every year, top seed.
Yep.
And they kept losing to LeBron James. Kawhi Leonard goes over there, has some tough series, wins a championship. And we talking about not just, and this is the best thing about it, we've been watching all the soccer. We're not talking about the New York Knicks. We're not talking about the Philadelphia Sixers. We're talking about a country. He represents a country. So when he goes back there and he's playing well and he's putting up points, maybe he doesn't win another championship, but he does well. We're going to talk about all the things that he's did for the Toronto Raptors as Canada. Yeah. And I think that makes his career looks even bigger. Because right now, I mean, he's done a lot of great things. Even if you take a championship away from Toronto, Kawhi Leonard's a great player.
Great player.
Right?
Phenomenal player.
Yeah.
Still first ballot Hall of Famer.
But when you add that you win the first championship in Canada, in Toronto, that makes his career bigger. You know what I'm saying? So I think it only helps him out.
Yeah. I think we're in a situation with Kawhi Leonard where championships aren't really in his future, in my honest opinion. I think the East is an area where he can go out there and immediately compete, though. I think with Giannis now in Miami, there's a question about who really is, that top dog, that second top dog. I'll say Jaylen Brunson's really announcing himself as that top dog in the East. You also have the Jason Tatums and whatnot. But Kawhi Leonard, at his best, if we see another season like we saw last year, could be the Eastern Conference's best player. What we saw out of him defensively, he still got it. What we saw out of him offensively, he still got it. The only question is going to be, can you show up consistently? The supporting cast, though, in Toronto, I don't think it's championship caliber. I don't. But also, who's to say that they can't go on a run? I didn't think the Detroit Pistons supporting cast around Cade Cunningham was good enough for a 1 seed. So we'll see what happens.
Bruh, you preaching though, Kieran, and here's where you're preaching. The fact of the matter is true. The Eastern Conference is wide open enough. We did not know the Pacers were going to come out of the Eastern Conference 2 years ago. Yeah, we were not convinced the Knicks were going to come out of the Eastern Conference this past year. We did not know the Cavs were going to be the 1 seed 2 years ago. We sure as hell didn't know the Pistons were going to be the 1 seed this year. So the Eastern Conference is, hey, whoever's hot this year, y'all go ahead and go get it. So that is where I do believe you're right. And it's interesting you say, dang, Kawhi could be the best all-around player in the Eastern Conference. Yep. Like with everything that's happening, there's a world where he could. And even if he's not, that's not the debate. Like,
he's a top 5 player in that conference. No doubt right now.
I think he's top 3. I think you got the Don right now in New York. That's Brunson. And then you got who Karen thought was better than Brunson, Cade Cunningham. Yeah. Is Cade still better than Brunson?
What about Jaylen Brunson?
Is Cade still better than Brunson? Cade?
I would take him in the moving forward.
Okay, bet. And then I would say the third one would be
Kawhi, Giannis, JB, JT.
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum were in that conversation.
But he's in the top 5. That's why I said
he's in that top 5 for sure.
He's in the top 5.
Yeah.
But Kieran, do you agree with this sentiment? Kawhi has had so much negative PR that his good has been saturated by the bad. Like
we've talked so much about him being hurt and missing games and load management that we just completely ignored the season he just had. Nobody really talked about the season that he just had. He was a second-team All-NBA player, and he looked like prime Kawhi Leonard again.
Yes,
but
he did.
Not our fault. Like Kawhi, you did
because the
this.
Clippers weren't good though.
Yes.
Either. The Clippers weren't good.
And so to me, the
And
only
he started this too, though.
Yeah,
he
he
started
did.
this whole low management.
So to me, I think Toronto is the only place, bruh, that like Kawhi, you could do enough to make us not forget load management, but you've now balanced out the scale. You've balanced out
And
the
another thing is
scale.
like, who you talking to though? Because you talking to a real athlete.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like Kawhi Leonard's a badass dude, bro.
He is.
And I know sometimes they want to hate about this and that. And the narrative is you got guys that speak on. Like I do think when Stephen A. Smith says something about you and keeps doing it and doing it, it creates a narrative. I'm a ball player that did it at a high level. You can't do that for me. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
When I watch Kawhi Leonard, you can't tell me a guy that's better than him overall, just career-wise, competitive-wise. You know what I'm saying? A two-way player. He's a guy where I don't want him to guard me, and then, damn, I don't want to guard him.
Mm-hmm.
So I always put Kawhi Leonard as one of the better players, but I guess when you don't play all your games, if I'm a fan, I'll hate that shit too.
Trey, chime in on this. Obviously, your basketball takes have been suspect today, but like chime in on can Kawhi go to Toronto and salvage his legacy?
I don't think there's
It's the relatable.
anything. Come on, most relatable, least debatable.
Boom,
Shady,
boom,
I appreciate
boom,
that.
boom.
I appreciate
Boom.
that.
Thank you.
No, what? Nope, I agree with you now though. My
Most
time
debatable.
off, you're the most relatable to everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
Because short dude,
Yeah, that's
right?
fair.
Never played high school ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but have a
that's
big
fair.
opinion about
Yeah.
sports. The dudes that played least amount of sports
Talking like
be
they
having
know
the
most.
biggest.
Yep,
I had a dude
yep.
check me in the barbershop. And he was like checking me. I was like, you know what? You never even sweated on the
you
court.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. Most
is
relatable. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And you're a
least-
cool dude.
And least debatable.
Most debate. We just
I don't
debated
wanna
the shit out of you.
I don't want to debate with you.
We just had
But
to
they
debate
told me
you.
I was cooking in the chat.
No, they did
No,
not.
they didn't.
But they
Hold on,
related.
listen,
They
listen,
related.
listen.
They did not.
I got access to the chat too. You're not gonna get away with them lies.
They literally
Tomatoes
said
in
I
the-
was
You know,
cooking
hey,
y'all.
hey, Taylor, can we drop a poll? Can we drop a poll?
Yeah, drop a
Override,
poll.
Trey, yeah.
Override
Yeah,
him
let's go
and
ahead and
drop a
ask the
poll.
chat.
Yeah.
You're not
Ask
gonna
the chat.
disrespect my chat like
Ask
this.
the chat.
You're not.
Ask the chat.
You're not. Ask him, hey, do you think Steve Kerr is a good basketball
No,
coach?
no.
And then
Ask
we'll see
him-
what they
ask
say.
him- Did I cook y'all or not? That's the poll.
Has Steve Kerr proven he's a good basketball
No,
coach?
That's what you
see,
said.
that's-
No.
That was the question.
what
you
He
said.
hasn't
You said he
proven.
had to
not what I
prove that he's a
said.
good coach.
I never said
We got you a
You said he
4K.
hasn't proven he's a good coach.
I never-
I do know how to
1440p
listen.
actually.
If don't
Bruh.
nobody listen, I do.
You do listen. You're a good listener.
Is Steve Kerr in your opinion top 10 coach of all time or no? Can't be that because he ain't proved shit, right?
top 10 of all time?
Let's see. Trey
Yeah, I
is
say
the
he's in
worst
top 10 of
ever.
all time.
No, if he hasn't proved anything.
Because he's
We were
decorated.
roasting
But
you,
you can't
Trey.
say-
Trey was not cooking. Don't do this.
He was cooking.
Now they saying some
This
stuff.
is blasphemy. Trey
Yeah,
cooked.
yeah,
Trey
is more
was
quick than I
cooking.
thought.
Trey-
Trey is the worst is happening a lot though. I'm not
Trey,
gonna lie.
answer the question, bro.
Okay, yeah. You're right. I don't think there's a legacy that needs salvaging.
I agree with that.
Kawhi is a dog, bro. Like we have all. But prior to this year, fact check me. I may be just a year or two off, or 1 year off. I know if it wasn't coming into this past year, it was certainly going into the year before last. We all unanimously would have agreed Kawhi Leonard was a first ballot Hall of Famer. And he didn't average 20 points for his career. There's not many guys that you can say with that type of definitiveness, he's going to the Hall of Fame on the first ballot and didn't average over 20 points a game for his career.
Yeah.
Kieran, can you do the thing where you highlight go up to like
Yeah,
his
I got
second to
you.
last year and do
Before,
that?
yeah.
So I don't think Kawhi's
So
legacy needs salvaging. Also, when
was he not averaging 20 a game?
There's
No,
a world
no.
where take out the last 2 seasons.
take out the last 2 seasons.
last
It was
2
like
seasons?
19.8.
Yeah.
Nah, he's still
right
he's
at-
Right at 20, right at 20.
yeah.
But we look at Kawhi and we've talked about Kawhi like he is the superstar that he is. I also have said multiple times on the show, if I have a son or daughter that wants to play back, they're watching Kawhi Leonard because he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He plays really well. He won a championship, not once, but twice, a defensive player of the year. He does it on both sides of the ball. Kawhi is a special talent. All of that, the low management stuff. When he retires, that all goes away. We're gonna remember Kawhi's championships. We're gonna remember his depoys, and we're gonna remember his, his legacy in San Antonio and the championship with the Raptors. So I don't think it needs saving.
Okay, yeah.
It's missed games, bro.
No, well, still, it's a crazy stat though to see.
stat,
If he
yeah.
would have retired after 2024, his career average would be 20 points a game.
points.
Now it was skewed though, because in I think the majority
year,
of his
first
seasons he
year,
averaged
yeah.
more than 20 points
yeah.
a game. But I will say this: When it comes to Kawhi, there isn't a legacy that needs to be preserved or salvaged and whatnot. I think, as a matter of fact, his legacy is really cemented as one of the best defensive players, if not the best defensive player of the era, one of the best two-way players in this era of basketball. But I will say, to Acho's kind of point that I feel like you're going to go to, he could have been an all-time great conversation.
Yeah.
He really could have been.
That is where I'm at.
Yeah.
Because realistically speaking, Kawhi Leonard, given his talent, he underachieved. Kawhi Leonard had LeBron James shook in LeBron's prime. Yeah. And Kawhi was an embryo on the basketball court. Yeah. Had LeBron shook. And so when you really think about Kawhi, we all would have thought after that Raptors chip, we finna see at least one more. You're going to make noise sometime.
Yeah.
I don't think Kawhi went back to a conference finals after the Raptors chip.
Clippers went.
They did. He was hurt, though.
Yeah,
he was hurt.
Yeah.
I doubt, to be honest with you, though, I think they win that thing if Kawhi's there.
Yeah.
But we smack the Suns.
We're not talking about that part. See, like, I don't want to do that with Kawhi. I think Kawhi's one of the best players we've ever seen. But when you talk about even comparing to some other guys, first of all, his first 4 years, he was under a role player type of movement, right?
Yeah, 100%.
That's one. Then two is when he became a guy, right? He starts to come off and get really rolling for San Antonio, and then he gets injured. Then the next year he says, you know what, I'm cool, I'm shutting it down. Then he goes to Toronto, right? And he gets a chip. You talk about the next year?
Every year after that.
Injuries.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of great players that was great, but then they got injured.
So
that's part of it.
Bingo. Because that's part of it, I just can't usher those players into the same all-time great.
But the difference is that for him to be so injured, he's super decorated accomplishment-wise. Yeah. I give you an example. Like Derrick Rose is phenomenal, right? His accomplishments are nowhere near Kawhi Leonard's. Yeah. And we all think that if D Rose stay healthy, he gonna be something special. There's a lot of guys that are great, but when you get injured, it's a different story. So for him to be injured and we still talk about him as he's one of the best players in the league of all time, like that means something.
No, I do. I forgot about that though. So essentially after he got to the Clippers, because that's what it was. Doc Rivers was the coach for him that first year. They end up smoking a 3-1 lead to Denver in the bubble. You guys remember that? It was crazy. That was his first. That was his first actual year in a Clippers uniform. Then the next series, it's 2-2. He's balling in the playoffs. He goes off against Dallas. They win. He gets hurt against Utah. They end up. I'm not sure if they ended up making it or not, but they didn't have a chance without him.
Because he left. Yes, he did.
Exactly.
Yep.
Year after that, does not make the playoffs. I think he was hurt. 2023 makes the playoffs. Only plays in 2 games. 2024 they make the playoffs. He only plays in 2 games again. 2025 they make the playoffs and they lose the series.
Real quick, I'll let you finish. Tyronn Lue became the coach, right? And they said, damn, they got a nice coach. They're going to do some big things. And they lost, and they said, well, man, what do you think going next year? He said, probably more load management.
Yeah.
Because he knew if Kawhi Leonard was not hurt, we're going to win them games. But they lost because he got hurt.
Yeah, that's super facts. We got any super chats before we keep the show moving. Before we get to those super chats, we got several of y'all in this building and going to make this announcement. Hey, if we've done anything for you all today, made you laugh, made you smile, Trey made you mad, it would mean everything to us if y'all could hit the subscribe button. And after hitting the subscribe button, hit that.
Here's some Kleenex.
Yeah.
Get him some Kleenex after you hit the subscribe button. Damn it, over there sneezing all over the microphone, all over the computer.
I was gonna let him.
No, I'm sorry. I hate to cut your promo off, but damn it, get your shit together, big fella.
Yeah.
Look at this guy peacock.
Sneezing all over.
You see how I waited until after the segment was over and I waited?
You interrupted the most important call to action of the show.
It's okay.
Literally.
With that being said,
I didn't even sneeze for real.
It would mean everything if y'all just hit that subscribe button. We won't ask y'all for honestly much of anything besides having fun. Hit the subscribe button. We're here 2 hours every 5 nights a week just for y'all's sake. Trey, get super chats, G.
Let's get to these super chats. You know it's the most relatable, least debatable checking in. Trav Too Real said LeBron, Raymond James will be taking his talents back to South Beach. But shout out to the Speakeasy guys. I want to give a personal shout out to y'all for showing my cousin some love with that tribute yesterday. I got love for this podcast for sure. Remember, Trav was the one he said he found out Chris Johnson is his cousin. The Donathan said, what's up, Speakeasy family? Sit, bench, or cut. I think he meant start. Start, bench, or cut. Classic defenses. We already did this.
Shady wasn't here.
He wasn't here. Okay, cool. Steel Curtain, Orange Crush, or Purple People Eaters.
Oh, old school. We didn't do this one. This is old school.
Steel Curtain was the only one in there from the original.
Where are you at on it?
It was
the Orange Crush? The Denver Broncos?
Denver.
Like the 90s?
I'm starting Steelers.
There. Steel Curtain was crazy.
And
The Purple People Eaters, the Ravens, 2000s, right?
Nah, Pro People is Minnesota
old as shit.
Vikings.
Yeah, it's old as
Man,
shit.
hell no.
Yeah.
Sorry, my fault.
It's old.
black
We
people playing in this
we
area?
got to sit this one out.
It's
Sure.
old.
Yeah, nah, that is them. Yeah,
No, this is like old, like John Randall.
Yeah, no.
It's
This is like Shady was watching this
It's
as a kid.
old. Yes,
I like John Randall. He was nice. John Randall was nice though.
These are callbacks.
Nah,
bro.
okay.
Yeah.
that's
Whoever
Shady
dropped the
was-
super chat got to be at least 47.
At least, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the Shady era.
That's a 52.
This
Yeah,
is like, did you study football kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
You
Like,
close to that though, Shady. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Still curtain.
Some of them was tough though. Still Curry. I remember that because I'm a Pittsburgh.
You was there, yeah.
But the other two was kind of close. The Denver squad and then Vikings.
Yeah.
Kind of close.
Oh, you remember the Steel Curtain?
Yeah.
You was watching like who was it? Was it Ronnie Lott or Mel Blunt?
You know
Who
what's
was
crazy though?
Nah, Ronnie Lott was Niners.
Oh, he's with the Niners. Who
For
was
you,
the
for
DB?
you, not the he's talking about
Rob Woodson.
Rod Woodson.
Rod Woodson.
Oh, you
Yeah,
know what that
gotcha.
is?
Come on, I know ball. You from
no,
Indiana.
I'm saying because like fans like y'all that never played, y'all know stuff like this though.
Yeah.
Y'all might not know like the real stuff about football,
They
but y'all
gonna
might
know
know.
who's on that team.
I was too
Y'all know
busy
like
playing.
They was gonna know who's on that team.
yeah, y'all know stuff like that.
Yeah. Trav Tour also said, Shady, glad you back, champ. Trey, the show
thank
ain't
you.
the same without you. Get Trey a Supermax. That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
wait, Supermax contract?
Supermax contract.
Hey,
Hey,
yo,
they told me yesterday I
with
need that
takes like
Austin
that?
Reeves. You wasn't here. They said I
Hey, yo,
deserve
how about this,
Austin
yo?
Reeves.
Hold on, we get the poll results yet?
Hey,
What?
I lost.
You guys didn't ask the right question.
Wait, I
Oh,
lost my-
73 said yes, so 73% of people disagree with you, Trey.
ahead.
No, that's not the
But
truth.
I lost my phone, right?
Yeah.
So Maddie, I got 3 phones, so I lost my other one. It'll be here tomorrow. Anyway, Maddie's like, "Oh my shit, we have to talk about Acho." I'm like, "What happened? Is he in trouble?" She's like, "Nah, he had an aggressive answer today." I'm like, "Aggressive? What are you talking about?" He said, "When you gonna sign that contract?" I said, "Let me hit him up." Whoa.
That's not
You scaring Maddie? Why you
I'm
scaring Maddie, bro?
Maddie good people, bro.
Maddie's great people.
But we in the group chat.
Oh, he said in the group.
I'm
But
on
you
the
didn't have
phone.
that phone with the.
You didn't
Oh,
have a
okay,
phone.
got it. Yeah, that is
Where
crazy.
we
Acho. He said Emmanuel.
Chinedu.
No, I don't know what did. What?
Dollar
Sebastian Acho. Keep being great, bro. Gospel Bear, can I get a freeze the world? And can Bron win another one with the hit?
Baby, why are you so cold? Freeze the world. Freeze the world.
Please don't ever ask for that again, Trav.
When I leave, I come back to
Kinsers.
some wild shit.
Bro, crazy.
Gospel Bear, he didn't go to church.
Oh, that big fella went
He
to
be in
church.
church. You a
church now?
Yeah, he was. No, he been in the church.
he been in church.
I've been in the
Oh,
church.
I never-
I've been in the
Mama
Man,
church.
Bear made sure
it's
he was
this
in
one.
that.
What are we talking about?
Oh,
Yeah,
wrong light skin.
Presence
Wrong
of the
light skin.
Lord
Yeah,
is
that's
here.
confusing.
It's you don't go to church.
Presence of the
Yeah.
Lord
But
is
I be tuning in
here.
online. I don't physically go to the house.
You need to physically go.
I do need to
No, you
physically
do.
go
You
to the
need-
house.
you need
You need
to
a holy
repent,
bath, dude.
brother.
You need a holy shower.
Bro, you
homie.
miss it though, bro. He was acting
Can
crazy.
we not?
crazy.
Keeping it moving.
Bro,
Adrian
crazy.
Kinzer, 2258, said prayers up to CJ2K. Being a Titans fan been hard, but damn,
that
he was a
shit's-
bright spot.
Bro, that shit.
But Shaft, who in the NFL has been a better running back room than the Titans, Earl Campbell, Eddie George, CJ2K, King Henry.
they might
I don't know
got
what he
it.
meant by Shaft. That's
They might have it though.
freaky shit that Carebear
But you know what's
be on.
crazy? When I cried about that, bro, and I don't do no crying because I was just talking to him. You know what I'm saying? And my grandma, my foundation, we start with ALS. That's our thing.
yeah.
And I know people think cancer is scary. ALS is crazy. My grandma passed, so and it happened so fast.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there thinking about like the 4th of July's coming up. I'm thinking about going to Ruben's party, all this stuff in the Hamptons. And I'm thinking like, yo, you spending time with people that really almost okay with you guys. Like it's fun, but like I don't love y'all.
Yeah.
And like I look at CJ, he's 39, and like life is real. And you try to go get a job, you get money, all these foreign things for all the wrong reasons for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I really was in a whole mental.
And you cried.
I cried, bro.
Yeah, that's real. I appreciate the
that one-
vulnerability.
I
No
cried about
bullshit.
that, bro.
That was
That
I
was
appreciate
real.
you sharing that.
But see, that's my man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And you
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
like I'm 39, I got years to do this and that.
Yeah.
I got this money, I got a big
Man.
crib for my kids, got great schools, nice cars.
Yeah.
None of that shit even matters though.
At all.
Yeah,
You give all that back.
yeah.
You know what I mean? 39, bro.
39, bro.
And in a swag
So-
fool.
so
he
young.
ain't no sucker. He a swag type cat.
Well, even if he was, he still didn't deserve.
No,
it.
I'm just saying.
But
like,
yeah, I know. To go from up here
yeah,
and just all
like,
of the everything,
CJ
all the motion.
was the dog. Bro, CJ was so cool. If you know
Yeah.
CJ, you like, damn. He's the type of guy where like we would talk on the phone us about like life. What's popping? What's good? How you? He's such a
Yeah.
cool dude. That hurt me just saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
I was trying to look it up yesterday. The how they communicate. Because I was confused on that. I couldn't really get a good answer. Do you know, Shady?
Yeah. I bought one for my grandma, and back this was in 2010.
Yeah.
It's way more advanced now.
Yeah.
Because he sounds so clear and everything.
He does, yeah.
But the one I have for my grandma, it's like a robot talking kinda. It ain't her voice. And it's so crazy how technology is. You can look at it.
And it'll speak
because
based off of your eye
mind
movement.
is sharp as shit still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just that I can't tell my body what to do.
Body.
But my mind is sharp.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro, could you imagine that though, bro? To Shady's point, bro. Like you living in prison in your body.
In your own body.
Like, yo, Acho, yo, do this, do that, da. But then it might be something like, damn, tell my legs to stand up. Or tell my, they can't do it.
Can't do it, yeah.
And then the worst part is like you watch yourself lose motor function. I was talking to my homegirl about this, whose brother has it. Like,
She know about ALS?
Yeah. You watch your body. One day you can write, and then the next day you can't write. And then one day you can pick up a pen, then the next day you can't. Then you start being able to talk, then lesser than because you can't use your tongue function.
You start slurring too.
Yep. And then but thank God for him is he recorded his voice.
Before. That's what I read. Yeah,
That's
it said you can just say a whole bunch of things.
It's the technology is so crazy now. So that probably didn't take that long either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm curious about though is they were saying that he's doing so well with it as far as like he's more advanced than all the other patients. And I was trying to wonder, is it because they caught it early or
with him they didn't catch it that early. That's why he was saying like, y'all do what y'all got to do because you got to think he was at the Senior Bowl last year. Talking as if he was normal. So if he would have known this, they didn't catch it that early. Now he's been on aggressive drug treatment and aggressive doctor treatments, but that's why he's been so big. I'm like, yo, catch that stuff early, bro.
Get tested out more.
Yes, because the decline was rapid,
steep,
bro.
And it's not. It's.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Last student, we got to keep the show moving. Kenro 200X said, I get what Trey is getting at regarding Kerr. Mark Jackson deserves credit for putting that team together. Kerr blew a 3-1 finals lead. Coaching has something to do with that, but he handles egos well enough.
That's true,
like
too.
Phil
That
did.
matters. That matters.
Kenny Power, appreciate that, Kenro. Kenny Power said, what's up, Speakeasy fam? Yo, Shady and Carebear. How about those fights Saturday? Shady, I know Xander is your boy, but I tried to tell you Boots was going to make easy work of him.
He picked Boots.
150, y'all don't be tapped in because Shady's always picked Boots the whole time. He said 154 to 160 just got put on notice. Boots is him.
Boots is him. Only thing is, I think Boots is a pound for pound king. Bro, he's special. And it's like, when I talk about the eye test, that's what I'm saying, bro. When I watch him, you can see it. The quickness, the quick twitch. You know what I'm saying? The reaction, the quickness, the hand speed, the IQ, the toughness, the power. He has all that. I think he's a pound for pound king. He's going to be like top 5.
What's a fight that you see him being
only
tested
thing,
in?
though, that I'm scared of, and everybody keeps saying he gets hit a lot. That's cool. I think when you fight certain guys that are better and all that, you be more disciplined because I can't take that.
I can't afford to get hit.
Right. So if he fight Virgil, it's gonna be he gonna stop Virgil. It'll be different. The only guy I'm scared of, and I just know this from just being a boxing fan. He's not a better fighter than Boots. He's not more talented. He has the advantage because of his height, and his name is Fedor, bro.
Yeah, that's what they keep
Imagine
saying.
Fedor. He's 6'6". You never even sparred somebody like him before.
No, you can't find nobody like that. He's just
It's gonna be hard to beat him. Everybody else boot smash.
We have to keep the show pushing. It's time we talk about some news out of the W. Alyssa Thomas, after getting involved in a bit of a skirmish with Caitlin Clark and serving a 1-game suspension, had her media availability and had some things to say about what she's been experiencing.
Out the suspension, if that's what they felt was necessary in that moment, then so be it. But I think there's a lot of other plays that you can say the same about. I think the biggest thing is it's just about our safety. We're so concerned about the safety on the court, but time and time again we're having people threatening our lives, leaking addresses out there, putting crazy pictures that have nothing to do with basketball. So at some point the league needs to put a stand on it. They came out with no hate speech, but I mean, what is that going to do? At some point, time and time again, players are going through this and the league remains silent. So I'm sick and tired of it, and it's time for them to step up and have our backs in this thing.
Time for us to step up and have our backs. The WNBA commissioner, Kathy Engelbert, put out a statement saying that the WNBA vehemently condemns any and all forms of hate. The safety and well-being of everyone in our community is always the league's top priority. We are aware of Alyssa Thomas's comments, and what she said her and her teammates have experienced is completely unacceptable and not representative of the WNBA community. The league and our security team have been in contact with the Phoenix Mercury organization and remain committed to protecting all players. Fellas, crazy news there. Her receiving death threats and whatnot. Do you guys think Caitlin Clark fans are taking things way too far?
Absolutely. People are vile, disgusting, racist, misogynistic, and sexist, veiled as a defense of Caitlin Clark. I've been called the N-word more times in the last 24 hours than I have in the last 24 years in defense of Caitlin Clark. And this is why I suggested that Caitlin Clark has been more detrimental than she has been an additive. Not because of Caitlin Clark's ability, because those that have come to the defense of Caitlin Clark, and I use that word loosely, are spewing hatred, are spewing misogyny, are spewing racism, and that is detrimental to the W, it's detrimental to society, and it's detrimental to humanity. Focusing on Alyssa Thomas, she made a basketball play, a play that was so common that it wasn't even seen as a foul. Alyssa Thomas didn't react, Caitlin Clark didn't react, because it was a relatively common play. Then based upon backlash, a play goes from not even being seen as a foul to being a one-game suspension, all in defense of Caitlin Clark. So as I look at it, the individuals that are trying to act as though they're defending Caitlin Clark, they're not. They're just finding ways to unleash their own innate hatred, finding ways to unleash their own innate misogyny, finding ways to unleash their own innate racism, finding ways to unleash their own innate sexism, and they're doing so veiled as Caitlin Clark's fans, who don't even truly support the W, nor do they support Caitlin Clark. So I think the Caitlin Clark fans have been taking it too far. Ain't no need to receive death threats. I'm not going to sit here and woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. It comes with the platform. I woke up this morning, 6:20, I had a voice note. I'll play it for y'all. I deleted it. I'll see if I can find it. Some random cussing me out, calling me this word, that word, and this word because of my Caitlin Clark take. So I think it's dumb, but it does come with the territory too far.
Question. Knowing that, right? Will you not talk about Caitlin Clark no more?
Of course I will.
Right. So you already knew that. That's what comes with it.
Comes with it.
I hate these type of conversations just because, first of all, Alyssa Thomas, great player. She's from my area, like suburbs of my area, where I'm from, my hometown. Big fan of her for years since high school, and her brother. But this right here, you know what this is called? This is called sports, professional sports. If you don't like it, don't play. There's so many kids that get death threats if they fumble the ball and their team loses and now they can't go to the playoffs or the championship. It's happened before. You throw a pick, you lose a game. It happens before. If you talk about certain players that people love, when the 10 Tebow era, he was balling, you say something about him, they hate you. I get so many death threats and all the time and people saying stuff in my DMs. That's part of being sports, it's part of doing it. If you don't like it, you shouldn't play. Because what do you want the NBA to do? What do you want the NFL to do? What do you want them to do? You can't make fans not be fans. That's what makes fans special. Right now, you hope that nothing happens, but they get so passionate and they saying this and saying that, F you, F your mama. You've heard so many crazy things from these fans, and that's what makes the sport game so special. So my message to her is there's nothing that the WNBA can do about it. They can't stop fans for saying things about you or death threats to you. We're going to find a social media page or, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do. I'll just say this, though. And I always tell, like, young players that are sensitive to these type of things. The great thing about America is if you don't like it, don't play. Acho, you on TV saying different things. If you don't want people to respond to you, saying stuff to you if they see you or writing you DMs, then don't do it. Don't talk about it. Simple as that. Because if not, it's going to keep coming out. When you talk about the biggest player of women's basketball history, you're going to get people to talk about you. Simple as that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it is a tough conversation because on one hand, nobody should be subjected to that type of treatment whatsoever. Nobody should be subjected to having their addresses leaked, pictures of their house being sent to them, death threats in your DMs. That's something that can mentally shake you up. I don't care if you're an athlete or not. That's not anything that you want to hear, not anything that you want to see, not anything that you should be sitting there and trying to compartmentalize, because it's not normal and it's not okay. At the same time, though, asking the league to do something about it is not going to change the fact that all of these people are doing this. And that's kind of that. It's heartbreaking, but it is kind of the thing. Like you taking that gripe up with the WNBA and saying that they're not doing anything about it and they need to fix this. How? I'm sorry. You got to turn off Instagram. You need to block. You need to not have DMs. You need to like that. Like there's not really much that the W can do to avoid that. Now, they can keep you safe. They can increase security around the areas. They can put you guys in hotels that make you feel safe and protected and whatnot.
Yep,
and I think that's what Kathy Engelbert is saying in the statement. But I just think there's a lot of like, well, they need to like, bro, they can't control what is being sent to you. And that's unfortunately the world that we live in, where everyone is online. Everyone's just so, and there's so many people who are just behind faceless, nameless accounts who want to send things from private accounts and have no repercussions for their actions, because that's what social media and the internet allows you to do.
And I'll say this, though. The thing I've learned, right, from being an athlete and working with fans and different people, especially being retired, because I knew about fans, but I didn't understand, like, what a real fan was until I retired. Like, oh, God. Like, damn, this team lost. Yo, this guy's week has been destroyed. This guy won. He's super happy. He's having a great time with his kids. But what I learned is that fans look at athletes like superheroes. I can't do what he does, and he represents my city and my town. And when I have bad days, when I watch him play the game of basketball, I have bills. I have bills or this. I have that. All these different things in my life that's been chaotic. And then when this kid plays in a basketball game or football game, he brings me peace. And I start seeing that fans look at these athletes like heroes. Yeah. And then when you take a shot at my hero, right, I want to defend him. I want to defend him mad. Now, a lot of these fans will never get to see Alyssa Thomas.
Correct.
A lot of these fans never get to see Tom Brady. A lot of these fans won't get to see LaShawn McCoy. But on a serious note, so the only way I can lash out at them, these superheroes, if I death threats or I say something bad about you or I say something about your mom. Bro, I look at LeBron James, man. That's why I love LeBron so much. He's a great player, of course, but he's such a great role model because he's been through it all. When he decided to go to Miami from Cleveland, everybody and mama hated him. And I was seeing so many crazy things. I'm like, yo, all he did is went to another team. Do you think it was a sucker move? That's what you feel like. Cool. But you don't want to, you act like you want to take his life for it. But I learned is that he's a superhero, and somebody that loved him, he probably hurt his heart. Yeah. So all I'm saying is, if you want to do something to Caitlin Clark, and I think it was, I don't know if it was an accident, but whatever, it's sports. It gets physical. I'm cool with that. You're going to have people that's like, you know what? I got to defend my idol.
I want to actually, one sec, before we move on, I want to continue this conversation. The question that was asked at the very beginning about it being Caitlin Clark's fans, I don't think that's actually fair to her, and I wanted to say that as well. I don't think Caitlin Clark, as a player, as what she says, cultivates a culture that results in her fan base going then and saying racist remarks and sending death threats. I think it can be dangerous to say Caitlin Clark's fans are the ones that are doing it.
Here's why let me finish. I can't, because I'm getting the DMs. I can read it to you.
Yes, I don't think those people
are what you said about Caitlin Clark.
Hold up.
Hey, I love Caitlin Clark. Are you finna get hung, N-word?
Yeah.
How you finna tell me that they not a Caitlin Clark fan if they're saying they're a Caitlin Clark fan?
But that's every fan. For example,
I'm not mad.
That's not every fan. Can I finish my point, y'all? Can I finish my point? This is very important to me that I'm able to finish this point.
Okay, go ahead, bro. Finish your point.
Those fans, like you said, are not fans. They're not using their actual fandom for Caitlin Clark to spread a good message or actually show any sort of support of the athlete. They are using fandom as a crutch to now spew their racist hatred and whatnot. I don't think it's fair to say, like, look, if someone says, oh, if I go out and I say, oh, I don't like Stephen A. Smith, for example, and now a bunch of people that follow me go out and say, Stephen A. Smith, you're a bitch, da-da-da-da-da, you deserve this and this and this and this, and then start sending him death threats, linking his address, doing all this other stuff. I don't want that to be reflective of me or anything that I've said or done. And that's a situation where I actually went out and like said something about Stephen A.
But here's my thing.
That's not cool.
And let me know, you'll know this, you might know this in the back. What can I play that won't get us violated? censored. I haven't listened to this voicemail because what Shady said and what Kieran said, like, hey, protect your peace.
Yeah.
I wake up at 6:50 a.m. to a no caller ID number. And this is the first time I'm listening to this voicemail.
Yeah.
This is after my Caitlin
So
Clark
real quick, before you even play that, somebody had to do extensive research to find your phone number before they could leave you this voicemail. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I have not listened to this voicemail, so we are all hearing this voicemail for the first time.
Okay.
I texted it to my chief of staff just now, shout out Megan, and I said type out what it says so I can know to play if I can play it or not. So we all finna listen to it. And this voice note I am about to play that I received from someone in defense of Caitlin Clark is what individuals who say anything about Caitlin Clark are subject to. Let's play. Let's run it from the top.
Man, he's old, man. He's trying to get the.
No, hold on. Oh yeah, it's about to be wild.
Oh shit! Here we go. Buckle up, Buttercup.
This is sports though, bro.
Emmanuel Echo, race baiting bigot.
He got Echo.
Man, stay out of women's basketball. You don't know fucking shit. Talking crap like that, man. Who the fuck you think you are? Think the blacks own the WNBA? Well, fuck yourself. You're gonna get hung up one of these days, bitch.
Now you don't love that? I love that. You know I love it because now you showing that. Now I got stuff from people that all the time. When I was playing, where I'm talking about A-Rod, I'm talking about different players. I get it all the time. But I'm used to being an athlete. I'm used to it. So my thing is, it's not a Caitlin Clark issue. It's fans.
I'm not saying
finding ways to.
Here's what I'm saying. There has to drop. I don't care because he ain't finna pull up on me.
Right.
So I'm not tripping.
Right.
But
You're not gonna do that.
of course not.
Okay.
These have been intimidation tactics used by individuals that sound like him towards individuals that look like us for the course of time. Shady, the end was you better shut the F up. You're going to get hung one of these days.
Okay.
So again, you're talking to your boy. I don't care. He ain't finna do nothing to me. But at the end of the day, you can't ignore.
That's sports. You gotta ignore. That's sports.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying what you can't ignore is you can't ignore the psychological impact that has on a human being. Shout out to your mental toughness. You go to therapy. You do all of these things. But I don't think individuals are meant to hear, "I'm finna hang you, boy."
I mean, but like, okay, for example, right? I had a teammate, Riley Cooper. He said, I want to kick all your niggers' asses. He said that, right? He was at a
Kenny Chesney concert.
Kenny said, yeah, right? And there's not a lot of black people at them events. But the black guy was a security guard. He was so mad, I want to get underneath his skin. Now, do I think Riley Cooper's racist? I don't. People might not like that. I don't think so. I've been around him, hung out with him. I know him, right? He had a moment, he's pissed off, he said something. Now, when I get mad, I don't use certain racist slurs, but sometimes I'm trying to make you so mad I'm saying this. So I'm not defending that person. All I'm saying is that we live in the world of sports. It's what they do. And the easiest thing to do is, if you don't like it, bro, don't play. Don't talk, don't commentate, don't do it.
But here's my thing. And to combat Kieran's point, we're having a few different conversations. I love them all. Shout out to y'all on the Speakeasy. It's going places. To combat your point, Kieran, you know your boy. I might be the most controversial person in here. I say stuff about everybody. Don't discriminate. A Draymond Green fan ain't never hit my line like that. A Lamar Jackson fan hit my line not like that. A Debo Samuel fan ain't never hit my line like that. Let's use somebody white who I'll talk about. Justin Herbert.
LeBron fans don't never hit?
Hell no. A Justin Herbert fan ain't never hit my line like that. But Caitlin Clark fans, now all of a sudden, you about to get hung one of these days. So here is why, Kieran, the last thing I will say is Caitlin Clark hasn't said anything either. You saw Alyssa Thomas's comment because Kathy Engelbert taught. So Caitlin, all it takes also is you call off the Klan.
What?
Like you also could just
She should be held responsible to do that.
No. Hold up now, because I don't like. What are we talking about? What you want her to say? Fans don't say nothing. What? Who's doing that?
Shady, Greg Popovich,
man.
Steve
Listen,
Kerr.
bro. I ain't doing that. I'm gonna make some shit for my fans.
No, I'm saying, have you not heard? Wasn't it Pop who grabbed the mic during a game?
Yeah, I heard.
Stroke grabbed the mic during the game. Like,
yeah.
hey, bruh, everybody keep it respectful. We're playing a game.
Dude. All these years in freaking sports. Now every time a fan says we gotta freaking defend the fans now.
Nah, but when it's a widespread problem like it is with Caitlin Clark's fan base, I think there is. I think there is an onus on any leader, regardless of if they're. Now I know how you feel because she's an athlete, so she's just automatically defensible. Whatever. I'm not talking about that. Any leader that has a fan base that is is on the side of lunacy and a little bit of crazy and radical, that leader has a responsibility and an onus to be like, hey, y'all, relax. Let's focus on the mission here.
I know you guys think it's just like fairy tale stuff, right? But players ain't really doing that. Just to let you know that. Players not really doing that.
And that's a bad look for players.
But not even that. But
that's a bad look for any leader.
But hold on, Shady.
It is, but the thing
hold on. There is, Shady, the Caitlin Clark defense is unique, though. I'm with 2-5. I don't want Justin Herbert to tell Chargers fans, hey, stop calling Acho a clown. No. That's I don't care. Justin Herbert, let him call me a clown. It's fine.
Yep.
But if people are like, hey, dumb N-word boy, I'm going to hang you.
Come on, bro.
At that point, 2-5, a little too far.
Then what, though?
At that point, if you know it's happening.
Tim Tebow, right? Do you remember him? I watched Shannon speak about that. The fan base was going crazy on him. Stephen A. spoke about it. Oh, it's part of it, yo. It's part of it. When you got a player that's big like that, maybe not that good on the court or the field, but they're big, like that big following, and they say different things, you supposed to make a statement for all your fans?
Caitlin Clark also has released a statement about this before. She has said people should not be using my name to push those agendas. It's disappointing. It's not acceptable.
That's great.
I think, she's treating every single woman in this league with the same amount of respect, I think, is just a basic human thing that everybody should do. That's my problem with it, though. She can go out and denounce it. They're still doing this on her behalf.
They're still going to do it anyway.
They're still doing it on her behalf.
You know why, Karen? Because that's what fans do. I know Acho and Trey here wants to be something different, but the duration of watching sports from back then to now, it's going to be the same
and
thing.
My thing is for her to continuously do it time and time again. It's unfortunate, but she's already come out and publicly denounced it time and time again. And
she definitely hasn't done it time and time again.
She's done it. She's done it before, so she needs to do it more.
How many times should she do it? Multiple times.
I feel like one time should be enough for me to come out and say, like, because at this point it's a continued behavior on her behalf that she did not ask for. It's a continued treatment on her behalf that she did not ask for. That's why I don't like saying this Caitlin Clark fans. They're using Caitlin Clark because if they were really a fan, they would listen to her. If they were really a fan, they would be like, yo, this is not something that this girl supports.
I don't actually disagree. And honestly, I don't even disagree with Shady's point because I don't care. But where I disagree with you, Shady, is like you're projecting your mental toughness and fortitude on every human being. And given the mental health crisis we're in, I don't like your projection of just tough it out. Just tough it out.
Yeah.
I'm not trying not to cuss. People are committing suicide. They're depressed. Because I'm just saying, hey, Shady, why don't we hold accountable? The fans are also humans. It's not like today I'm a fan. Kieran's a fan. But he's also a human. So I'm like, why don't we just call out the bad behavior as opposed to telling all these individuals just tough it out?
Dude, there's only one Caitlin Clark. There's a million fans that we won't know. I don't know if I'll ever meet Karen if he went on the show. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's different because he's actually good at his job. But I'm saying, like, a regular fan that goes to the game. I love the Fever. Like, I'm never going to get to see them or meet them for real. Unless it's like at a paid event or something like that. So, my question is, like, you guys make it so personal. It's like, she's a ball player, bro. She didn't ask for this. But when you become a ball player, that's what you got to deal with. So, what I'm saying to you, if it's such a problem and all this mental health stuff, and you're all right about it, don't play. That's it.
Okay, cool.
Because there's no way that you're going to fix something like this. How? It's been going for years.
So let me ask you this then, because we've seen Russell Westbrook get in several sideline heated
and nothing never
things.
Changed. Right.
So should those fans that have called Russ the N-word sideline and all these things, should Russ just quit playing in the NBA? I'm sorry, bro. If somebody buys a ticket, they got the right to call you a nigga. That's just what it is. They can do that.
What do you want? But Trey,
don't play, Russ. Sorry, we're in Salt Lake City tonight, Russ. You got to sit this one out, bro.
But no.
Because fans paid $1,000 to call you a nigga on the sideline.
So then what happened? Hold on.
That's what you sound like right now.
But it's the truth, though. So my thing is, you're saying that, right? First of all, we're talking about death threats and tweets. You got it to now they're on the court doing it. Cool. You manipulating the conversation. I bet. Let's go to what we're talking about here. We're talking about when they said death threats and on social media and all that. What can Russ do? Nothing, right?
Get off social media, I guess.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Even better. Okay, cool. If you want to do that, Russ, do that. Now, let's talk about the game. Now, I don't know if we're going to get every fan that calls you out your N-word, so I don't know if you get every fan that's going to do it, but the ones that they do catch, you know what happens? They suspend them and they can never come back. They do that. But you're not going to catch every fan. So it sounds cool to say that, but as a player that's been there, that's been called all type of names, some fans you're going to catch and get in trouble for it, and some fans you won't.
That's one thing
Either
I
your
will
ass
agree
is
with.
going to play or you not, but you're not going to fix every freaking fan.
Unfortunately,
another thing about this. there are way more fans than players. You get what I mean? So one fan has something he's saying, and they kick him out.
Just get him out of here.
And maybe 2 years later, might be another fan just like him.
Yeah.
It's never gonna stop.
Unfortunately, hate is not something that can ever just be completely halted. It is a disease in a community of people that you cannot. It feels to me like. And that's the one thing that I said, though, even about like the Alyssa Thomas. I completely understand whenever it comes to her physical safety, and the WNBA does have an obligation to maintain their safety. I want to make that point first and foremost. But I think also the later half of it, where it's like, oh, the league just does nothing about it. It's if you want them to stop like your treatment or from this hatred. It's just not going to happen. It feels like the stop bullying campaigns that you tell people in high school. These kids is finna bully your ass. You Naruto ran to the cafeteria. We finna crack jokes. You know what I mean? Like it's unfortunate, but it's just the way that things are. I'm sorry.
Like, I never seen someone like
the Naruto run. Is
like yo, as a player,
you hissing at people, bro.
We go back in the locker room. Like we say stuff like, yo, man, that team we played or that city was so racist. It's so many. I don't want to get into it. There's so many teams. You know that.
Sure.
And when we know we going to the city, we know we gonna hear this. We gonna hear that. You hear a lot of stuff.
You know what type of time you.
But it's like I'm an athlete. I'm used to this though.
Yeah.
When they blow up this big ass game and you got a villain on the team, right?
Yeah.
Where the villain is because low key they trying to act like AT's kind of she's a little dirty a little bit, and they look for all that. You think Draymond Green don't get these type of? All I'm saying is this, bro. There's certain places you go, certain fans you gonna get that. Like that's part of the deal. You know what they should start doing when you sign your contract? Give you all the stuff you need and all that, and say, hey, there's gonna be a lot of fan hate. It's gonna be a lot of this, gonna be a lot of. If you don't want to, don't sign. Everybody's gonna sign.
In fact, still sign.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good conversation.
It's part of it.
It is a part of it. That's why I don't care.
Yeah.
But what I do care about is I'm like, everyone shouldn't have to go through the lengths I go through, and I can't expect everyone to go through the lengths I go through.
Yeah.
And so the individuals that don't, I worry for their sake. Like I'm so intentional about protecting my mental health. Literally I was like, who called me no caller ID? I was like, can't be famous. And then I look at the transcription. I've never seen this before. It has asterisks as curse words. So I just delete it, send it to my team. Hey, you read it. Only reason I heard that, only reason that hit my spirit is because I played it for y'all and I played it for the Speakeasy family. If not,
but that is
don't even hit.
That is kind of scary. Like, what the hell? That's kind of scary though to deal with. But you still gonna do your job because that's it's part of it.
Yes, but here's the bigger conversation is, and sorry we're taking so long here, is like not to get historical or whatever. I know you'll like this for sociology perspective, is like, Shady, this was a tactic that individuals used and have used.
Oh my God.
So I mean, you say my God and shout out to you for living in 2026 as opposed to 1926. But like this is
fear mongering is a thing.
This is a real thing.
But way back then, right? But the difference is like
you said way back then. Your mom, not your parents' age.
We just a generation removed from it. That's it.
All I'm saying is, bro, like we could remove this issue, and your ass don't have to talk about basketball.
Of course,
but you still gonna do it. Yes. So my thing is like, you can't have all the good and no bad. It's impossible to do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can't have all this good, all this success, all this money, all this notoriety, all this being famous without some bad.
Yeah.
Like, so I just don't play the pity party.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel you. I feel he's saying. I get it, bro. It's wrong.
Agree.
You think I want to be called an N-word?
Yeah.
And you call me N-word the wrong way, the wrong day, in my face, I don't know what I'm gonna do to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But on the other side, it's like, it's part of it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm gonna take all that bad because I got a lot of good.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And that's why I'm not really tripping.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
What I was gonna say, to your point, I think it hits.
Whose point?
To Acho's point,
Okay.
it hits home more so with me because I'm not like y'all up here. Two former professional athletes. Kieran's been in the limelight, hundreds of thousands of followers for a long time. I'm new to this, very new to this. I sent y'all the screenshot the other day. Somebody DM'd me over my Henry Ruggs take and was like, "If I get my hands on you, I'm gonna fucking kill you." I'm like, whoa. I'm not used to playing in the stadium with 60,000 people chanting that shit. I'm not used to having 500,000 followers when people are sliding my DMs, giving me threats.
So watch them out.
And hitting and threatening me or threatening my family or, you know what I mean, saying all types of crazy things. So for somebody like me, Acho, I'm way more accessible than the three of you are. So when I hear something like that, and I have a pregnant wife at home, and my 13-year-old daughter's upstairs with me, and my sister-in-law is, and I'm in the city, and I'm outside, I'm going to the grocery store, I'm doing types of things. Like, y'all have people that do stuff for y'all. Y'all don't be outside in regular places. When y'all go, there's a level of exclusivity to the place that y'all get to, which is cool. I'm not hating or like pity me for that. But I'm way more accessible. You might catch me at a Ralph's downtown LA.
You saying all that stuff, right? You saying all that stuff. Are you gonna stop doing what you're doing because you're the one that's creating it? You can stop and be safe and be happy with your wife and have to worry about nobody texting you and all that, and in your DMs and make you feel something. Or you can keep talking about Henry Ruggs and people might say things about you. It's up to you.
But what I'm saying is it's easier for you to take that because you made $100 million in your career. It's easy for you to say that because
you know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
this is my livelihood. It's different.
What I'm saying is, hold up, dude. Hold up now. It's your opinion, sir. It's your choice. Yeah. You can either keep doing it and deal with all that, right, or not. And go back to the other job or go somewhere else and make money.
So we're not in the gray area. It's a black or white thing. I either deal with this or I deal with that.
It comes along with it. Yeah, so if I say, hey, if there's a package here, I get all these great things, but there's some bad I'm gonna take. Yeah. Do I want that shit? That's what the gray is. Yeah. It's your decision.
You can literally be the most positive person on the internet ever. Like you could do nothing but philanthropic projects or whatever it is. Donate all your earnings, and people are still gonna be.
TD Jakes gets hate. Joe Austin get hate. They all get hate.
Yeah.
So what you gonna do, man? I don't want to hear this. This soft world. This shit is so soft. You gonna do it or you not? Yeah. That's it.
But some people's mental health, they're not capable of compartmentalizing like some of us.
Well,
that's unfortunate.
We'll pack it in.
Yeah, but I just think.
Stay off the socials, pack it in.
Stay off the socials.
Don't even have the socials.
Stay off the socials.
Don't even have the socials.
Stay off the socials.
Because I don't deal with none of that in real life.
Yeah,
real life.
Nobody does. Nobody really does.
I should show y'all my DMs.
Somebody would.
I don't. It's good. What I say? I don't read comments. Good or bad for what? Yeah. People gonna have their own opinions. It's good or bad. Tomorrow they love you. Tomorrow they hate you. I don't even read none of that.
Yeah. That's
it's amazing. You get wound up in those comments. And
we got to get some super chats. I know they popping.
Yeah, super chats is definitely popping. Who better to kick it off than with our guy Benjamin Ty 5731? B Ty said, I think that of a style of play that was already cemented before Kerr got to Golden State. He was fortunate to obtain Curry, Clay, and Dre, a perfect team up. Do you think FIFA is right to allow red cards to players for covering their mouth while speaking? We'll get to that in just a second. I'm gonna get a few more super chats, B-Ty, because we got quite a bit backed up. OJ with Comedy said, if you raise someone else's decent behaved child, then you came along and helped them understand what being respectful looks like. Do you acknowledge that, stepfather? It's a tough correlation with the mark with Steve, but it's there. You said what?
Yeah, I think you have to acknowledge it though.
What?
At the end of the day, there's a coach that wasn't capable of getting them past the finish line, and now there's a coach that did, but not only once, multiple times. Like you have to acknowledge he's a good coach.
Yeah.
Personalities, all type of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Miley Z1X said, so you're okay with people threatening her kids and doxing where they lay their head at night. I think saying, quote, it's just sports is sending the wrong message. If you read the full article, it goes into full details. Gabriel said, I'm 42, and with all due respect, that's not sports, Shady. Those are racist sociopaths. It's disgusting we still live in this world. Respect to Acho for sharing. 6'8" Aquarius said, Acho, I'm quite sure the comments said about you in 2024 from your own people when you used to glaze CC were just as bad, if not worse, than the message you played to go viral again. Where was that outrage then? To think that black people were saying bigoted and hateful things to Acho because he was.
I was there for that. He was. Trey, hold up before you go with all this Black Power movement. I was there for that.
He said Black Power movement.
And they was coming at Acho. People hit me up.
They weren't
saying we're going to hang you.
Well, we talk different. We talk different than they do.
But also the results is different.
Did you get death threats as a result of that?
No.
Come on.
But stop. We don't. I mean, stop.
Stop. That ain't even.
Yeah, but the coach
way on that. Coon dancing for the man.
Being called a coon is totally different than saying I'm gonna hang you one of these days.
Being called Uncle Tom is a completely different thing.
It's different. Our terminology to us and them is different, right?
We don't. But there's also one's a death threat and one's just like you're lame.
Yeah, but they might say other stuff like P when I see you, I'm slap you.
I just told you somebody said that they're going to kill me when they see me over the Henry Ruggs thing. Was Acho getting death threats from that?
I've been there where I would have people say something to me like, yo, your man, I'm slapping your man when I see him. You know what I mean? Like, it's this different terminology. Can y'all like get into the culture just a little bit? It's a tiny bit. We talk different.
What is that? You're equating a death threat to slapping somebody. That's totally different.
Never mind.
You ignore racial context if you want to.
One thing is more confrontational. The other thing is like pure hatred and trying to intentionally hurt the person's feelings or psyche or
we're being completely.
All I'm saying is
dehumanizing. Like it's
but it's more of like somebody saying something to Acho a certain way, especially when that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese popped off. every black person I know was on his head.
Yeah.
Your man's
I
a
remember
coon.
that too. It was
Uncle,
crazy.
when you call somebody Uncle Tom and a coon like, dog, that's deep. Okay? That's deep.
To Shady's point, if I get a death threat in my DM tomorrow, that's not gonna hit as hard as if like I see a group of black people out and they're just like, man, you cool. I'm like, damn.
Thank you.
But
Like,
that's more like just because it's a community thing.
Look,
Because I'm putting more credence to them
But time
actually
out.
feeling that way about me than I am ever caring
what
about
about this right here,
any-
though? If they say, yo, I'm going to hang you.
It isn't the same though. I agree. It's not the same.
Real quick.
It's not the same.
But
Nothing wrong with
if
it.
he's saying I'm going to kill you, I'm going to hang you and all that, cool, whatever, boo, back. Right. But a brother saying, man, y'all see your man, I'm slapping him.
I tell you what.
what I'm saying?
If I'm at the grocery store with my family, I would much rather see 5 people that have called me a coon than seeing 5 people that have said they gonna hang me.
Yeah, that's
I
very
promise
true.
to God, you niggas sound crazy and you're talking about that. I'm way more terrified about people.
Trade.
I don't feel like you're never gonna see those people. though.
Trey,
What are we talking about?
That's what you're not understanding, though, because it's new for you. It's a little new for you, new space for you. Let me help you out a little bit, right?
Talk to me. I'm willing to learn.
None of this shit's never gonna happen, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna hang you. None of this shit's happening. Nobody's gonna slap you. It's just talk. It's just talk. Social media talk. It's trying to like get under your skin. I hate you. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I just told you, these people, they're like, these are they role models, they icons. They love them.
The only
and
thing,
I'm trying to get at you.
Well, the only part for me 2-5 is like in the potential chance it does happen. And that's the only thing. Like I've had a stalker pull up to my crib.
Come on, bro.
Like,
See,
like,
that's what I'm
actually,
saying.
Not like fake my crib, Shady, like my home. Then wrote me a letter and said, hey, I came to your house. Check the cameras. It would make my life if you wrote me back, I love you, I miss you. Like,
you had a
thing.
real Eminem
Like
stand.
Like a real, like, y'all know just what, a month ago, Rihanna had somebody either shoot into her house or throw a brick into her house.
Oh,
And
girl
so-
died from something like that.
So, like, which one?
the Spanish chick.
Selena?
Selena.
But that was her, that was chick on the team.
Yeah, that was literally her manager.
She really was a fan. Bro.
But, like,
Yeah.
now, thankfully, I live behind, y'all know where I live.
Yeah.
Good luck. Like,
Yeah.
good luck getting to my house. But like, there is a thought where I'm like, when I had that stalker, 2-5, true story, because you knew who I look like, and I don't know who you look like. For about 6 months, everywhere I went, I was like, crap.
Yeah.
You could be here,
Yeah.
and you know me, but I don't know you.
That's
So Shady's right. Like, it ain't finna happen, and I don't live my life thinking anything's gonna happen again because I wish you. Try me.
yeah.
Somebody
right.
dying.
Yeah.
And I'm cool to see Jesus.
But
So I don't think it's going to happen.
But I think
in
you
the
felt,
sliver of a
I think you
chance it
felt like that
does.
though. There's some people like even with Martin Luther King, he knew that you know what? I'm probably gonna die for stuff I'm doing. I think he knew that. In them day and age, how things going on. Certain people that like, you say things and you know the consequences. I think you would know if something's really gonna happen to you. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like you know it's not, so that's why you continue to do these things. You say some wild, I'm not saying wild, but you say stuff that gets a lot of people's attention. Yeah. And if it was that serious and you felt that nervous, I know you wouldn't even do it. You got too much in your life to be worried about.
But I also don't be outside. That's the other reason I don't be outside. I don't really go nowhere by myself.
But what I'm saying, if you felt like that, bro, you wouldn't even do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even
If I
do
was
it.
really,
You wouldn't even do it, bro. You wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I think that's
Wouldn't do
it.
it.
And I also think like, if you gonna kill me,
I'ma die.
I'm a.
That's it. If you gonna kill me,
But these fans ain't
I'ma
gonna
die.
But these not gonna happen. So I'm trying to say like this
I'ma
shit,
die.
it's talk,
Alright.
bro. It's
Yeah.
never this. You're never gonna get hung. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about getting hung. All
Like,
right?
we've all been
Alright.
told our takes were
Thank you for
god
letting me
awful and this and
sleep
this and
easy at
that,
night.
yada yada yada, even from this show. But like, very rarely does someone ever just come up to me on some like, "Hey, you a dumbass." Like, that's never happened.
It
to
never
me.
happened.
Like
bro.
everyone's just like, "Bro, I disagree with your take," but
yeah.
you're not gonna be. The only time a kid's actually been disrespectful, it was actually a kid, and that was like, it's a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I
If
mean?
you gonna kill me,
I'ma die.
I'm gonna die. That's it.
That's all I got for you. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Where we
can't be more
at, bro?
factual. 6'8". No, we read that one. Okay, so Big Fab 2000 said if there's soccer players that could have played in the NFL or NBA, it's definitely Haaland or Cristiano Ronaldo. That's crazy.
What?
Ronaldo's not hooping in
With
nobody's
some brothers? Are
NBA.
you kidding me, dude?
Ronaldo's he's not hooping in
Come
it.
on, man.
He's not big enough.
I ain't even talking about that.
There's not a single soccer player
That could
in the
hoop in
world
NBA.
that could hoop in the NBA.
Not a
Or I
single
could come
one.
play with some brothers in general. It's in general.
Yeah.
Like just come play with in general.
NFL, we can have a conversation.
No, we can't.
Yeah,
No,
we
we
could about
No,
the
if,
NFL.
if they grew up playing the sport,
No, we
then
can't.
you just have no idea. I can't say any
I
soccer
watched when they
players. We don't know what
fall
their
down,
hand-eye
when they
coordination is
barely
like.
hit them. I know they didn't.
Yeah. Divine Matthews 3812 says Shady, every Lakers legend has won multiple championships, so no, his Lakers tenure was not successful. Mike Speakeasy said Acho start bench cut. Shady, TJ, JJ Also, how many superstars have won more rings than Bron since he went to the Lakers?
That's an easy one. I know who he's starting. I know what he's paying him.
I gotta go by who shows up the most.
Okay.
So Shady, TJ.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go.
He said JJ. Who?
Oh, James Jones.
Oh, James Jones.
No,
Yeah,
James
yeah.
getting cut. James done stood me up so many times.
Yeah.
I got like 8 flight credits
Because I
booked
backed
flights
out.
for James and he backed out, and I
That's
can't get
tough.
them credits back.
If you watching this, James,
he get
you
the
ain't-
credit.
But see, that's what
It's
you
just-
Because his name. No, he gets credit.
Nah, he does get the credit if
Yeah.
you put his Sky Miles number in there.
Yeah, I got
crazy.
8
No, that's
shit.
crazy.
James is getting.
Hey.
What's worse than cut?
I'm going to Boca.
James is getting suspended.
Yeah.
Yeah, James.
And James.
Yeah.
The
Without
team
pay.
was not good at OT7 this year. That was
His team
he
wasn't
was
good.
he was talking trash too. They got
was-
smacked.
Yeah, they was.
It was getting smacked. Yeah.
Damn.
Shady, yeah,
He had her to help me.
Shady, you came there. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, sponsor the team. I'm like,
yeah.
man,
No,
this-
they had 2-5 Sports on the
these
helmets
dudes
and
are
everything.
Hey,
Really?
shitty, man. I want my money back.
We love you though, James.
We do love you.
love you,
Renee
James.
Squillen said, "Good evening, fellas. First time super chat, long time subscriber. I will say this, and it's gonna sound crazy. Jalen Brunson is the Jalen Hurts of the NBA, coming from a Knicks and a Giants fan.
What?
Damn,
Hey, respectfully,
damn.
fuck no, absolutely not. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's
A couple
crazy.
more. We got to keep the show moving because it's getting late, and I need to get home. Acho didn't pay me for overtime. Summer Vibes Grizzly 2009 said, "I think LBJ should retire right now because he is the all-time scoring record holder and 4-time NBA champion, 22-time All-Star, 21-time All-NBA, 4-time NBA Finals, 22-time All-Star. Sounds out.
It's insane.
Fucking
It's insane.
outlandish.
I don't care about that. You know what we should be arguing though?
What's that?
For you to be so great, you only got 4 chips.
championships.
And you ain't like no Steph Curry where like size-wise.
Let it go, Ken. We got to
Yeah, we got to keep it
we
moving.
do
Last
take
one,
it down.
Central
You know what I'm
Cast.
saying?
Our weird cousin said,
What
to
up, weird
Trey's
cousin?
defense, even though what I did to that man yesterday, Steve Kerr has proven he can't teach, he can't develop players, only the old players he has. We've seen him without Clay or Steph in 2020.
He made Jordan pull $100 million next.
To be
Anyway,
fair,
And Harrison
wait,
Barnes, $100 million.
last one because it's on the
Barnes, $100 million.
H. Burns said, to be fair, Kerr chose Wiseman over Ann Edwards.
And Edwards got taken ahead of James Wiseman. So how the hell did he choose him? And Edwards was a number one pick. James Wiseman was number 2.
I think we didn't need him at the time.
And at all.
We needed a
At
big
all.
that could
Yeah.
shoot, that's for the
Yeah.
floor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where you at, Kieran? Last
I
time
don't know. Look, we got to keep the show pushing here.
No topic.
Last topic. Also, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Make sure you guys hit the
Bruh.
subscribe button. Go
Now you
ahead
wanna be here
and hit
too.
that bell button to be notified when we go live, which will be tomorrow. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But no, hit that thumbs up right now and also hit subscribe. We talk about everything here in the Speakeasy.
Achoo.
Whether emotional or hilarious or just talking about Trey's lack of money. We'll have a good time. Look, keeping the show pushing, NBA news for you guys. The Celtics will reportedly have to significantly lower their asking price if they do plan on trading Jaylen Brown. President of Basketball Operations Brad Stevens has apparently been offering a lot. Or I don't know if he's general manager, but Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum were together when the Celtics were offered. When the Celtics offered Jaylen Brown for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I quote, "They were at the same place at the same time. I don't know if they talked, but there was certainly an opportunity for that to happen." The Boston Celtics also have been actively making offers to teams for Jaylen Brown's services. It seems like they are trying to get off of the Jaylen Brown deal, I guess. Do you guys think Boston is making a mistake by getting rid of Jaylen Brown?
Yes and no. The yes is Jaylen Brown got the most dog on that team, period. And all you got to do is watch the Celtics versus the Sixers to realize that question. Nobody could guard Joel Embiid. So Jaylen Brown said, you know what? I'm going to go try to guard this 7'1", 280-pound man, and I'm going to go try to go for 30 on the other end. Nobody could guard him. Hauser couldn't guard him. Cater couldn't guard him. So JB said, I'm going to do it. NBA Finals. JB said, I'm going to try to strap Luka, and I'm going to go for 30 on the other end. That's why he was a Finals MVP. I think Jaylen Brown is the most clutch player on that team. I think Jason Tatum is the most talented player on that team. And the yes is you can't get rid of your dog. The no is Jaylen Brown, he trying to be a full-grown German Shepherd now, bro. He ain't trying to play nobody's backseat to Jason Tatum. And at the end of the day, Jason Tatum's more talented, and Jason Tatum won't reach the heights that Jason Tatum can reach if Jaylen Brown is there. It's officially Shaq and Kobe circa 2004. Like, Kobe needs Shaq to dip so Kobe can be Kobe. JT needs JB to dip so JT can be JT. So ultimately, I think JB do got to go.
I think the Celtics are playing themselves. I truly do. You got two great players on your squad that people will dream to have. And you didn't go out here and trade for this guy and give a whole bunch of draft capital to get him. Bro, you drafted these two dudes, right? And you develop them, and they now from puppies to big grown dogs, they bring you a chip. In a few years later, we talking about trading one of them? Why? You have them there. The issue on your team ain't JB and it ain't JT. I don't understand why the conversation of you guys trying to trade them. And this is why they play themselves, because you went out there trying to get something better, right? You wanted to get Giannis. That thing fell through. Now you stuck with one of your best players, mad that he heard you trying to trade him. So this is a Celtics issue. If you watch the way that JT talks about JB and vice versa, they don't have no issues, right? Where compared to Kobe and Shaq, they had issues where, Kobe might have told on Shaq, since he was younger. He shouldn't have did that, but he told on him. And also, Kobe was like, yo, man, I need you to be more in shape. I need you to be better. So I just feel like sometimes in sports, we overdo things. We overthink things. You got something special there that you guys drafted together. And I think y'all win more championships with JB and JT together. I don't understand it. Because I do think, in my opinion, and this is my opinion here, JB's better than JT to me. He can do more, in my opinion. More dog, he can do more. And if you don't believe me, just watch the finals when they play together. Or if you don't believe that one, watch the Eastern Conference Finals.
You really, I think it's objectively wrong to say he can do more. If you wanted to say, like,
why?
When it matters most, because JT's a better passer, JT's a better rebounder, JT's a better distributor, JT's a better scorer.
Let's slow down real quick. Like, even the passing thing, right? They both don't just be passing just straight great dimes.
Shady, JT averages like 8 assists.
I don't care about none of that, Acho. You know why I don't?
How you don't care about the passing when he passes?
You tell me like the dude's doing LeBron James passes or he don't. If you open him a dish the ball, but
no,
I'm not looking at JT like, yo, he's this great. I can't.
He's a massive distributor, Shady.
Bro, I watch JT play. And he don't call me like he's a great passer. Can he pass the ball? Yes, he can.
Way better than JB.
I don't know if he's way better. If he's better here, cool. But it's not like a big.
It's a gigantic gap, Shady.
I don't think so.
It might be a 70% difference.
Who's a better scorer? You think
JT's a better scorer?
Is he a way better scorer?
He is a way more skilled scorer, absolutely. He shoots better from the 3 ball. He's got he attacks the rim better. He's just better. Now, where you're right though is JB's more clutch.
I don't even know about the clutch part. I just think that JT can score, JB can score. Can they score different ways? Yeah, maybe JT can score different ways. But I watch JB score too.
Yeah,
and maybe the way you score looks prettier, or you doing it different ways. Cool. Because JB don't dribble that well. He dribbles well enough. Mm-hmm. He scores well enough. He plays really great defense.
Yeah,
when they need to get stops, he gets stopped. So
that's true.
I think sometimes when we talk about these athletes and players, it's like, what do you like? I don't care about what you like. I care about the production. And when one guy needs a bucket, he gets a bucket.
That's true.
All right.
But here's what you have to ask yourself. At what expense? Because what I learned this year, particularly in the playoffs for the Celtics, JB gets busy at the expense of everybody else. JT can get busy, and everybody else can get busy too.
This year? Is this year?
We knew that in totality.
What about it's funny because when they was on this damn NBA Finals championship run, was we saying that? We were, because I was with you. You were saying like, damn,
JB got more dog.
Forget more dog. I'm out here doing everything, and we winning through me. It's the truth.
Shady. Yeah. It's because JB's more selfish, bro.
Oh
so of course,
first of all, the game plan is for JT. Let's get that straight.
But JB takes it. He's like, bump this game plan. I'm not passing this ball. Yeah. Everybody get out my way. It's D-Wade, LeBron, their first year in Miami. LeBron was better, but it was D-Wade's team. And as a result, D-Wade, he wasn't a ball hog, but everything went through D-Wade. But LeBron was clearly better than D-Wade. D-Wade, obviously, top 3, top 5 shooting guard of all time. So, to me, it's the same thing, 2-5. JB, he's just the more selfish player. It got it done. You got to chip.
On every team, you have the alpha man guy, right? JB and JT, they're closer than what people think. But if you ask anybody that's on the team that's playing there or that's in the exec office or coaches, it's JT's team.
Of course.
Okay, you brought up LeBron James and Wade. For all the great stuff Wade got going on, if you listen to the players talk about it, when LeBron was coming there, we already knew whose freaking team was going to be. We already knew it.
Not year one. Remember the dialogue.
Yeah, they say all that. But from the coaches, we know who we want to get the ball to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, like, I can think what I want. But it's stuff like if we have our own opinion, it's the way that the coaches. It's the way that when the game's online, I see where they're going with it.
But if you know this as a player. If a coach draws up a game plan, if the player wants to do what the player want to do, the player within them white lines. So like you can dial up whatever the hell you want to dial up, and you know this straight up. Coach call his own read. If the quarterback's supposed to give it, but you play with certain quarterbacks, or maybe you didn't, but certain quarterbacks like, bruh, I don't care if the D end crashed. I don't care if the D end stood flat footed. I'm not giving it to Shady. I'm finna make the play. That's JB.
That's why we call it. That's why like a franchise player. Every team we talking about, you know who the main franchise dude is. Even if you got at 1A or at 1B, you know who the guy is. Yeah. We make JT be that because he's supposed to. That's what it is.
Well, also the Celtics are also telling you that he is though, and that's kind of my entire thing. The Celtics are in a bind right now. They're in a very, very tough spot because they are better with both Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum on the team. That's just a fact. And the reason why they are better, without any question, is because they can't find anybody to fleece like the OKC Thunder did with Paul George. This is what the Jaylen Brown trade situation reminds me so much of. Coming off the best season of his entire career, putting up crazy numbers, he now has trade value through the roof, and right now, they want a big return for his services, and they deserve a big return for his services because he's a top 10 player in the entire league. So trading him means that you're gonna have to bring me back some serious capital. Not only something that's gonna make me continue to be a contender, because this Boston team is built to win right now. I need something crazy. I need the 6 first rounders or whatever that OKC got from the Clippers. I think they're in a situation where they're in such a bind because Jason Tatum is their number one option. But Jaylen Brown's not happy not being the number one guy. And he's deserving of being a number one guy because he's a number one type player. It's Jason Tatum is the first option for this team, though.
Yeah.
And that's their priority number one, is keeping Jason Tatum happy.
You should know this answer better than anybody on sports talk television, period. Is this a Jalen Brunson, Luka Doncic situation? Can JB, he's already proven it, but let me ask you.
It's way worse.
Can JB go be the best player on a championship team, and because he's already, in theory, done it, can he go be Jalen Brunson? Brunson could never be who Brunson was supposed to be under Luka's wing. Luka's more skilled. Is this that tension?
It's way worse, though. It's further down the line. Yeah. Jalen Brunson was there for a playoff run, and then left the year after. He was awesome, and then he announced himself as this amazing player, and everyone was like, "Oh damn, Jalen Brunson's really, really solid." Then he dipped. We've seen Jaylen Brown win a Finals MVP with him already. It's already it's already. We know that he's a championship one. We know that he's capable of showing up in the big moments and winning championships. So now teams are really gonna have to look for his services and be like, "Yo, I know." And also, even this year, seeing him without JT be an MVP frontrunner for part of the season. That's me. That's him showing, yo, I really am that caliber of player.
Last question. I know we're getting out of here. Last thought. Shady, is probably for you too. Is JB good enough to go be a championship one without another dog? Because he plays a style of basketball where either you're not going to have another dog, or that other dog has to be so selfless like Tatum. I don't know if JB, because I've seen JB to the Heat. I don't know if JB and Giannis can play together. Because Giannis is taking that rock, and Giannis ain't giving it up. And JB is taking that rock, and JB
that's
not
another
giving
situation
it up.
where he's not a bona fide one, though. And also, no superstars winning a championship without a really, really solid number two or a solid ass team around them. So Jalen Brunson, he had a solid ass number 2 and 3 with the way Karl Anthony Towns was playing both sides of the ball, and the way OG and Anunoby was playing both sides of the ball. You're not just going to go win championships without a squad around you. So it's going to depend on situation for him. Yeah. But that's also the bind that they're finding themselves in right now. It's the reason why it's not easy to get a trade.
I just don't understand why we talk about these guys so different. Like JB and JT is so different with each other. They both play on the same squad. They both take a lot of shots. They both do. They both play one-on-one basketball. They both do that. Mm-hmm. Isolation ball, pick and roll. They do the same stuff. And when they play together, though, one guy sealed the deal, won a championship for him. And we only talk about JB's the problem. You ask him about JB, do you think JT Gardner won a championship without JB? I don't know if he can do that. I don't think he can do that.
We don't know it for either of them, though, because they haven't won a championship without each other.
So that's my problem. Is we only make this conversation about JB as if JT is so much better than him. I do not know that.
Yeah, I can't say so much better.
What are we talking about here, man? JB, listen, he rubs me the wrong way with some of his takes and how his personality a little bit. But as a ball player, though, I'm taking JB over JT. I'm telling you that. And I guess we'll see. We'll find out.
we will.
But I just don't understand why they want to move him.
That's fair. Hey, before we get out of here, again, last time I think we had over 4,500 people in the chat at one point in time. It was a crazy show. Hit the subscribe button. If it's your first time tuning into Speakeasy, maybe you just watched because you were hate watching and you're like, you know what, these cats ain't half bad. Maybe you jumped into a random conversation and you stuck around longer than you expected. Either way, we appreciate you. Our intention, make you smile, make you laugh, make you think, occasionally make you cry, even though Shady doesn't do that in the Speakeasy. But without a doubt, we are grateful for you. And shout out to y'all after a hard day, just treating yourself by kicking back for a little bit and kicking it with your Speakeasy family. Hit that subscribe button if you've yet to do that. Hit the like button after. It pushes us further into the algorithm. And then make sure you hit the bell button. It notifies you every time that we go live. Trey's going to read some super chats, and then we're out the show.
Let's get to it. So our guy Benjamin Todd said he wants to revisit the red card conversation. Kieran, you're the one with the cock on your shirt representing France. So let's go ahead and have you weigh in here. He said, continue the red card conversation. Mexico was up 2-0 with a few minutes left in stoppage time. Mexico player that was approached by the Ecuador player who covered his mouth called foul to the ref. I think Mexico players should have ignored it. I don't know. What do you think?
I didn't get to see the interaction, so we were in the studio during the show.
Oh, it happened during the show?
Todd, I'll get you an answer to that tomorrow after I go home and
Hey, can I
rewatch
ask one more
everything.
question? When we start talking about the soccer stuff, and when the people come in and they chat, can we tell them that, like, what race they are?
Well, B Todd's white. He sent videos in before we know.
I didn't say anything about him. I just asked if.
I was just giving you the most recent one.
No, I'm saying in general, when they tell us, I just want to ask.
That's fair.
Okay.
We don't discriminate.
We don't at all. We do not
Because I just want
discriminate.
to see like how many Americans is watching, how many.
Well, B Todd's American, but
Tomorrow is
Melee
gonna be American
420
because we play.
said
USA
We
play.
ain't gonna have any chats about that shit.
first super chat, but tuned into every show. Salute to y'all. A25 Brock for MVP. Got a little hundo on it.
Oh, wow.
Brock Purdy? He said Brock Purdy?
That's what he said.
Oh, that would never happen.
Yeah,
Hey,
you should have just flushed that down the
if the
toilet.
draft, if the NFL draft is on, why the?
That's a good question.
It's not. It's not.
Well, the World Cup is on. Depends on who's playing.
The NFL draft?
Yeah.
For Americans, I don't know about. I can't speak for Colombia. I can't speak for
What
Mexico.
round are we talking about?
First round.
Oh,
Any
First
round.
round of the NFL draft.
Any round.
No, not any round.
Any round. If America was in,
Day 3, nobody's watching the draft.
No BS. I can get updates on my phone. I can't see that screamer that might get scored by Erling Haaland. I'm watching Norway versus Tunisia over watching the
first
second
round.
or third round.
No, yeah, that's like first round. The only thing that's beating it.
But even then,
Is-
what's so exciting? I got 7 minutes between picks. They're walking
you
out
know
and doing,
what?
and I already know what
You're
the picks are
flipping
going to
back and
be.
forth.
I'm watching my
You
team.
flipping back and
Hold
forth.
on. I'm
The
waiting
moment
until
a
my
pick is
team
in,
goes.
I'm going right back, watching the
care.
cycle, and flipping back and forth.
Yeah.
are you kidding me?
You flipping back and forth.
Yeah, Shady, that was a bad one.
Forth.
No,
That's
football
a
game.
fair one.
No,
Yeah,
that was
in NFL game, we're having a completely
the
different
World
conversation.
Cup.
Okay, cool.
That happens
Back.
once
Whatever,
every 4
back.
years versus the NFL
People watch
draft.
that draft.
People watch their team.
People, yeah.
Matter of fact, one of the years,
People
people
watch
watch the draft more than they watch the NBA Finals.
Yeah. I think even
NFL's
COVID
just
year.
shits on the
It just,
NBA viewership.
the NFL viewership is just
Okay, let's
that's our
do this
shit.
though. Let's do this. Let's say
Ain't even
a
close.
Falcons Browns Super Bowl or a
Can't do that. You
Basketball.
can't do that because it's never gonna happen.
Bro, Acho could give any hypothetical, and he gave us Stefanski Bowl.
No, but I'm saying
Oh,
no
shit,
bad
yeah,
teams.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
but I'm
So
saying, but
nice,
it's
bro.
not
His mind
realistic
is
though.
played.
Because they're never gonna be. The Falcons never Super Bowl
Okay,
or the Browns.
let's say a Bengals. I'm trying to take a non-heavy franchise. A Bengals Cardinals Super Bowl or a Germany France World Cup.
But you see what you're trying to do though? France supposed to be one of the best players and all this great stuff, right? And you see what you're doing? You're putting the weakest teams in the NFL. That's what I'm trying to
he's
level.
trying to-
I don't know how.
Trying to make it fair.
You told me France
Yeah, that's
was
not fair.
the best teams. They got the best players and all this. What's the guy's name?
You put two powerhouses in the World Cup final, and then you put
I'm trying to make it
Joe
fair.
Burrow and
Come on, bro.
But
You
that's the thing,
can't.
like,
the Cardinals.
Yeah, I can't say Eagles.
Why not?
versus- It's too big.
It's the world we watching.
Yeah, that
You
is.
see what I'm saying?
No, I'm
the
with Shady
whole
on
world
this. I
against
hate
a
to
little
be,
America.
but I am.
It's soccer shit is
but-
Give me a
fugazi.
Buccaneers,
No, but-
Raiders,
but hold on, but here's-
Super
because
Bowl.
I'm
done, bro.
I'm talking about American viewership.
I'm done.
I'm not
American
talking world
viewership?
viewership.
If a World Cup and a
America
Super Bowl,
versus the world though. It's two countries.
doesn't matter.
Oh,
American
I see.
American
Okay,
viewership.
I see
Oh.
where you're going.
You feel me?
Well, Americans ain't watching.
No, the viewership numbers we've been giving you about the World Cup is American.
but you know what it is? It's like I said before, like Mexico. There's so
Yeah.
many Mexicans here in America, live in America, but shit,
They're rooting for their country.
They don't have a Mexican flag in their house.
They don't got no red, white, blue.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no red, white, blue in the
Not even
Mexican
the house.
household right
That's
now.
what I say, yo, You arguing
They got
about this
that
thing. I
red,
said,
green,
bro,
and white.
A lot of these people you talking about as Americans, like Karen was saying, I said, dog, they'll have their own country in their household before they have American flag.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's not a comparison.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That is true.
I'll be right.
Central
a lot.
Cash said, I told y'all yesterday my Clippers are rebuilding, but we'll be going to the finals and nobody want to go to that now poverty franchise in Dallas. Kieran, yeah, F your nickname, you're Kieran now. Damn, he not even
Hold
calling
on, he
you
a Clippers
Carebear no
fan?
more.
Bro
Yeah.
from the Bay Area and chose to be a Clippers fan.
Yeah, it's a sad life. He's
Yeah,
weird. He's
you're
weird.
dumb.
He's weird.
Yeah,
We
what
know
we
that.
doing?
We
man.
love you though, Central Cast.
Wait,
though.
yeah.
We do love you.
That's true.
I'm with Shady.
Get a championship first.
I'm gonna pull a Shady here. I got love for you. I don't love you.
You know the Clippers
Drea
have never-
Ashley, shout out to our women regulars. Said Shady and Acho, from the time y'all was playing till now, which division is the best from the AFC and the NFC? Trey and Carebear, y'all can chime in. Also, Shady, I smell your feet from here.
Super easy.
Yeah, NFC
Put
West.
your shoes on, bro.
NFC,
NFC
and
West.
it's not close. AFC from the time we were playing till now. Probably got to go AFC East.
Just 'cause it's
Brady.
Tom?
Just because of Tom. And then the Bills.
What about the West? They had Broncos win the Super
West.
Bowl, Broncos make a Super Bowl, and the Chiefs. Chargers are kind of lacking.
Yeah,
I like that one, Acho.
that's a good one too.
Yeah.
NFC West or East.
Before y'all were playing though, AFC North, not even remotely close. Yeah.
Stand North.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Central Cast also said, by the way, to further defend Trey, Steve Kerr doesn't have a good defense. It's Mike Brown who made them a defensive juggernaut with Draymond and Shady. Don't you talk about how it's the players that make the plays, not the coach. So why are you glazing Steve Kerr so much? Sean Scott said, who's better, KD or Kawhi all time? What the hell did you waste that $10 for?
That was a trade take.
Top? No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Top
What do y'all think?
Not even that. Huh?
If you said more talented, that's a different conversation. But it's not even better. KD, it's not even. It's disrespectful to answer that. I'm sorry for answering. Keep
Both
going.
got 2 championships. One.
Anyway, Karen, top shot at Acho. If you had to swap wardrobes with any Speakeasy cast for life, who would it be, and who would be the last choice? This is
Kieran, the last choice because he come in here in shorts and
Absolutely. Y'all never seen
with
me.
Cox on his shirt. Like
yeah.
Yo, he be having this shit today is so crazy though. Like outfit today is wild though.
it is kind of.
Kieran,
chilling.
It is just a little bit.
I'm saying.
Great. So who you swap with? Because you don't dress like Shady. Shady's way
The
too
problem
urban.
with Shady is people would notice something if I started dressing like
yeah,
Shady.
they be like, what the fuck is
Yeah, what the
Acho
hell's going
on?
on?
People would notice something.
So you got me and TJ.
What would they know?
Oh, TJ easily.
Yeah, TJ just chill
Who
with the
they know-
Nike
who-
Texas
Why
shit.
am I wearing a big chain that says Shady on it?
That's not clothing. That's
He did say wardrobe, so nix the chains.
Oh.
But you gotta go with like the
If I don't have to wear the hat, Shady.
okay.
Yeah, if I don't got to wear the hat.
I don't wear hats when my hair is not cut.
Fair enough.
End of the show.
Bro, what the hell?
What are we doing, bro?
End of the show.
What is wrong with
hell?
you?
End of the show.
You're too big to be letting
the show.
dust
You know what?
like
We are
Hit
past.
you
We're
over the
past.
head.
It's,
You know
10,
what?
it's past 10:30.
Hey, yo, look, but this is what you do. The next time we do something like that, you say, you know what? Put his contract, he got to do 10 push-ups.
Yeah,
He won't do nothing no more.
That's fire.
5 push-ups with 10 push-ups, he ain't gonna do shit
Yeah,
wrong.
that's fair.
He won't do nothing wrong if it's 5 push-ups with 10 push-ups. It won't do nothing wrong.
The OMGO said Heavy D Bear, Pastor 51, Shady, and Mr. Needs a Raise. Can we get a live podcast in Philly or in London?
Oh,
I got
I
venues.
like that.
I got venues, and
Let's
I'm
go to
sure
Philly.
Shady does.
Going
in
to Philly would be fun. Philly or
Prayers to
Dallas would be
CJ
really, really
2K.
fun.
Gonna be his ass.
No, they won't.
I'm gonna take him to all the little hoods.
Oh,
Philly.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
all right.
Philly would be crazy.
Philly would be crazy. Yeah.
Philly
be
would
fire.
be fun. I actually really like Philly games.
But Dallas would be lit too, though.
Yeah, and we can go to either one.
Philly would be more lit because
more lit.
we
way more lit.
Going to either
Yeah.
Texas Live
Dallas
or
wasn't that cool
what's
when I
called
went.
Xfinity Live.
Dallas was kind of
Xfinity Live.
mid.
Xfinity Live.
They
Yeah.
don't have any like Cowboys.
Oh, it's called like
hats
Southside
and all
Live or
that.
something like that.
Can y'all admit that just real quick before I keep going? Dallas is kind of mid a little bit. Like it's like
Bro,
kinda,
you're from Indiana.
Dallas
You're
ain't-
from
Dallas ain't bad.
Indiana.
Dallas ain't bad.
Cool.
That's
You're
not
from
bad.
Indiana, bro.
It's not bad.
but
Dallas ain't
like
bad.
Dallas,
Like,
like
I
y'all-
don't want to hear you call any city mid when you're from Indiana.
But like-
That's
like,
true. That's
like
a
you
good
don't know
point.
nothing about cities.
But I don't
bro.
tout my city like it's crazy.
Not yet, because it's
Y'all
nothing.
do.
It's nothing to
Nothing to
tout.
tout.
But y'all do
Yeah,
it.
it's
and
nothing to
that's
tout.
worse.
Nah, it's
y'all
cool.
faking the funk. All
Yeah,
right.
it's
Anyway,
okay.
Devon Matthews said, "Hey man, Trey, they hated Jesus Christ having a difference of opinion.
This is so
always
negative, bro.
gonna come.
This is so
Do
negative.
y'all see how much
What
the
are
chat
y'all doing,
rock
bro?
with most
Bro.
relatable, least debatable?
Bro!
Like, come on, bruh. Devon, I appreciate you, bro. He goes on to say, it's always gonna come with controversy. It comes with the territory. Listen, I'm turning 33 in less than a month. It's my Jesus year.
Jesus
It's
year.
only right that a difference of opinion
Jesus year.
has y'all in an uproar like this. Jesus was a carpenter.
I'm not gonna lie.
Having
Having a blank year is for whenever you young. You have a golden birthday. Let's your golden years because it's the same year as the
my
date. You already
Jesus
passed
year.
that. You're old.
It's my
you
Jesus
have
year,
you have your 21st. You have your 18th. You have all those cool. You have your Jordan year. Your Kobe year even. Bro, nobody cares
If I
about
can
no
have a
damn
Jordan year, I can have a
Patrick Ewing
Jesus
year. You finna have.
You better
bro.
get that heathen. You better get that heathen.
You read the
Last two super
chat,
chats. Central Cat said, so Acho, is your stalker still out there, and how long ago was this? And lastly, was she bad? Because I ain't gonna lie, I might have to take that stalker to the sheets. LMAO.
Hey, that's how you get lined. You are absolutely
That was
one of the
crazy.
dumbest people ever if you would ever do anything with a stalker. Are you crazy?
We know he's not the most sound decision maker.
Central Cat said he gonna put my stalker to the mattress.
That's what he said.
Bro,
Who are you? Central Cats, are you
Central
putting
Cat, I need you to know, bro, if there is ever a woman that is overly just overly going, you're getting lined, bro. If you ever take a trip to Vegas and you walking through the casino floor and one of the girls like, I want to take you upstairs right now, you will get lined.
Dude, Central Cat.
Stop, bro. I'm putting you on game, bro. Do not be that easy.
What does
dog.
line mean? Is that some Dallas slang?
Nah, you get lined like I'm
lined
lining
up.
you up.
Oh, okay, yeah,
That's Dallas
See,
slang.
Indiana, he don't know nothing
That's
about it.
brother culture slang.
Nah,
Come on,
that
hey,
ain't-
Shady, come on, bro. He just don't know.
Lined up,
Shady, don't let me
lined
hang
up.
it up.
Get
Don't let me hang
lined
it
up.
up. Don't let me hang it up.
Get
Don't let me
Line?
hang it up.
No, that's some lame ass terminology. Y'all say some goofy shit. Top shot, it says Shady before
saying Indiana.
the girlfriend. You heard that, Shady? Before the girlfriend. Start bench cut.
I do that with the girlfriend. I ain't these guys. You kidding me?
Oh, wow.
So go ahead, man. I ain't
Miami, Columbia, or the DR.
DR, Columbia, Miami. Wait.
cut
Start
Miami.
bench cut. Who you cutting?
Oh, wait, I cut some out?
Yeah.
You gotta cut
You
one
gotta
of
start,
them.
you gotta bench, you gotta cut.
Wait. Is it the women or is this like the vibe?
It's the women.
It's women.
Is it the correct? Okay.
He's because he said before the girlfriend. He means the
All
women.
right, so DR,
Starting?
they the best.
DR started.
So
They
DR
the best.
starting.
DR is the best.
Now you got a tough decision between Miami and Columbia.
is number 2.
Oh,
Hey,
so it
You
wasn't
cut
tough.
Miami.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. It hurt his heart to cut
know what?
Miami.
No. DR's number 1, Miami number 2, Columbia 3. You know why?
Because Miami's in America.
Obviously, but the number 3 point is DR is closer to Columbia, like similar. They look
So
similar.
it'd be like
Yeah,
it's
they
not
look- they look similar. They look
Got it.
similar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then BBLs in Miami, they hit different.
Nah, but you got the club, got the women, you got different
okay.
variety. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You might have a.
You might see some
might be a-
Colombians in
a-
Miami.
No, a Blasian.
You definitely
You're not gonna see no
Colombians,
Miamians,
Colombians,
You see what I'm
Cubans,
saying?
yeah.
You see how I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Blasian might come through.
Yeah,
Miami.
yeah.
Nice little white with blue eyes, drink. Because I know some people like that. I'm sure you love it. And then you might have like, a brother's sister come through.
Karen,
Let it
can you get out the show?
Oh, you know he playing that snow now. And don't got the snow.
Okay, now the last thing he asked, because this is an integral part of his super chat, he said, and would you bring Carebear out there with you? The food is good out there.
Let it snow. I like the money hot, Acho.
Let it
Karen, get out the show.
Are you bringing Karen with you, Shady?
What?
Come
Say
on.
again?
To any of them three, he asked, would you bring Karen with you because the food's good? He did. He literally said that in the super chat. I'm not making that
I
up.
mean, Karen want to go. I like Karen. He can
Bro,
go.
delicious food out there in the Dominican. Que lo que, you know what I mean?
Only
They got the
thing is,
platos. Come on now.
Okay, Central Cast did just clear the air. He said, "Hey, I would get rid of Acho's stalker by being her stalker. See, you ain't seeing the vision, Karen. That's the lover boy shit. I'm trying to be a demon.
You just want to be a stalker yourself. He relates. That's what it is.
That's
He
it. Yeah.
sounds
That's what it
scary,
is.
though.
He sees himself in her.
I'm gonna show her. I'm trying to stalk.
We got to get about the show. We appreciate you guys. Hit the
10:40.
like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and also hit the bell button to be notified when we go live
take my
next, which
shoes
will
off
be
today.
tomorrow. No early show tomorrow. No. So we were going to be going live at
church.
11:15 p.m.
Wednesday,
Eastern,
but no church.
10:15
you're not
p.m.
here.
Central, 8:15 p.m. Pacific time here to Speakeasy. We do not respect Mountain Time.
Shady
It's time to get up out of here. For French Bear, LaShawn Shady McCoy,
Carebear.
Emmanuel Acho,
Your boy.
Social Goon, and everyone in the back. Make some noise in the bike.
Nope. No love for the guys in the back.
Guys, they have their own graphic
Wow.
now.
See, that's what I'm
crazy.
saying. That was hot. That was hot.
Yo,
I didn't even look.
give a shout out to the guys in the back. Wow.
Oh, that's
crazy.
hot.
That's crazy.
That shit is lame.
We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time
Tomatoes.
right back here in the Speakeasy.
We should bring up some
Tomatoes for the
terrible.
guys in the back.
That's terrible.
I looked up, so I ain't see it.